Welcome back, everybody. Some Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Back here again in Legram. What were we up to? A couple days since we had this fired up. Oh yeah, we got our 2 requests. The Highway Monster and the Offering for the Departed. I'd like to practice making an offering to Saint Sandlot. Would you be willing to give me the materials necessary to do so? Oh, okay. So we gotta go to the church. Interesting. Well, top of the morning, let's go chat with everybody, see how things are going today. Not helping me out is one thing, but messing around just doesn't fly. Naturally, I came down on him like a ton of bricks. Take out the family business. Seems like it's quite a while before that happens. Is Julian one of the boys over here? Is that... Yeah, okay. Ooh. Why'd he flip out like that? All I did was borrow his cart. Ooh, okay. That's a bit extreme. Should probably just ditch the idea anyway. What idea, Carno? No. Okay. They had some idea involving his father's cart and got caught, I guess. We've seen plenty of those, yeah. Well into the tens, in fact. Each of them has its accompanying myths and legends. They say that these stories passed down for so many generations tell the things that transpired in ancient times. Okay, interesting. I had to listen to Father shouting all day, thanks to Julian. If only he'd grow up already. I fear for his future at this rate. Well, he's still pretty young. You know, boys doing dumb things. That happens. What's up, Woofer? Pero, you having a good day? Alright. Good dog. Lycia. Really do owe Toval a lot for all his help, especially since whenever I ask Carno, he takes off because I'm done talking. He takes off before I'm done talking to go play with Julian. Ah, okay. The same thing that happens every Wednesday, Sleeper. I play Trails of Cold Steel. And Toval always goes on about how helping a beautiful lady like me could hardly be considered work too. Is Toval hitting on the ladies in town? Is that what's happening? You are not wrong. The game would probably be better with Cassius in it, but, you know. We'll live. Morning. Well, he managed the best Klaus himself yesterday. We did indeed, Watto. I wish best of luck in your field study today. Alright, well, you do you. Pretty sure we're broke as hell, so I can't really buy anything. Hi, Duncan. Really good right from the outside. I wish you all luck in your field study. Yeah. Same place that we ended on Friday. Field study day 2. They talked about it day 1. When you get Toval's... when he gives you your field study list, he talks about Cassius. It really is a blessing to bask on Lady Laura's radiant presence today. My prayers to Idios and the spirits don't go unanswered after all. Ooh. Well, I'm glad Laura could come by to say hi. Ah, okay. Take a gander at Lake Ebel today. Really is quite the sight on clear days like this. We have a boat that customers can borrow here, so feel free to make use of it. Oh, can I? I'm pretty sure I can't. But it's interesting that he would bring it up. Where's the boat? I see no boat. I've been lied to. Row out onto the lake and see if I can fish up. See what I can fish up. Maybe first time in a while. Oh. This would be kind of nice to go fishing on a boat in the middle of the lake instead. A bit more dangerous, perhaps, but, you know. A calm day like this, I'm sure it's not too much of a concern. Like, are life jackets a thing in this universe, I wonder? Can't say I've seen one. What's up, Chloe? Not 1, not 2, but 3 men have turned Lady Laura's manor into the beastly den. Aw, Chloe, come on now. Can't possibly let this stand. Get them to stay over at the inn instead. That wouldn't be much of a... Oh, come on. We have plenty to discuss regarding our field study. Having them stay with the manor is ideal. This is why I keep worrying about your safety. Chloe, pretty evidently has some sort of issue with men. What's up, Hamilcar? Longer Castle used to be a stronghold. Yeah, we know that. I probably shouldn't have told the kids why. They keep pestering me to tell them more. Kids really love tales about Saint Sandlot, don't they? Her boys and girls both saying they want to be like her. Well, it is a pretty old city, I must say. I kind of like the classic fantasy feel, though. Feels like an much older RPG in a city like this. Hello, Theramis. What kind of name is Theramis? I feel like somebody in real life is probably actually named this. But it's such a weird name. Custom telegram while I was away. Everyone's been so kind. Oh, she was new. Okay. The only thing I can't stand is getting used to Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach. Yeah, we kind of understood that. I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. Oh, no. Throwing shade. All right. We are here indeed. You had a thing that you were looking for, yes? Yeah, number of items in order to make an offering. Okay. What are we looking for? Sure. I mean, technically we have infinite time, so... As Lady Laura knows, it is custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. Okay, cool. Period in which the service is held is coming up rather soon. Oh, that's convenient. Sounds like kind of a downer. Come on, Milliam. That's supposed to be a lively event. Oh, it's not like a festival or anything? Just a memorial. It's held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives. Oh, okay. That's interesting. People here have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't expect that. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has deep roots in the church here, so it's only natural we respect that. That's kind of interesting that, like, the local church kind of integrates some of the older beliefs into their practice. That's cool. Animism is just as widely believed over there as it is here. Despite that, both communities believe in the church's teaching as well. The church has never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. That's super interesting, actually. Normally, when you have, like, a very modern, like, religion like this in any fantasy setting, they usually try and push out most of the other, like, minor stuff. So the fact that they just sort of assimilated everything is kind of interesting. Maybe more effective, I suppose. Idios has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Oh, there you go. I've actually been asked to prepare the offering myself. Okay. And it's her first time. Ah, okay. So what does she have in mind? So, what exactly are we making? Pretzels. Oh. I was expecting something very different. Okay. The bready things that look like they're all twisted into a knot, right? I guess maybe Milliam doesn't... Are pretzels not like a commonly known thing? Made to look like the spirit monument here in town. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, the like circle thing with the cross in the middle. They're baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said the Eisenritter carried them into battle as combat rations. I guess pretzels wouldn't make a terrible ration. They'd probably keep for a while. Wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do we need? Okay. 5 hearty powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Shouldn't be too hard to beat up every monster for that stuff, but what exactly is white seed? Seems to be one of Legram's local crops, according to Father Hamilcar. Unfortunately, it's not really in season right now, so the stores don't have it. Oh. Okay, so the chef should have some. Got it. Alright, time to go gather up some stuff. We'll have to go to the road regardless, because we gotta kill that big monster. I'm still somewhat concerned that when I kill that monster, I may be warped back to town and miss my chance to hand this in, though, so... Let's make a run over here and talk to the chef. First, though, who's... somebody upstairs? No? Can I go in this room here? I can. Oh. Hello, Prana. Rather amazed you'd even make such a request of him. Yeah, we kind of got beaten up. We were like, hey, Radiant Blade Master, fight me. And then he did. And it didn't go well. Wait, she attacked him in his sleep? Now I'm trying to come to grips with the idea that Laura would actually attack someone while they were sleeping. I was a child. Oh, okay. Is it a heartwarming family tale of a girl trying to attack her father in his sleep? My real concern here is, did she bring a weapon? Or was it just sort of, you know, like trying to jump him or something? What's up, Viscount Arcade? Why exactly is the I in your name capitalized when it shouldn't be? That's a typo. Trails Y. Pleased to see the fog is cleared nicely today. I couldn't ask for a better weather for your field study. We did, actually. It is nice to get to see the city not covered in that fog filter. The tasks you've been given represent day-to-day concerns. As a ruling lord, I treasure each and every one of them. Ask the time to listen, know, and help them. Okay. I appreciate him entrusting that to us. How you doing, Klaus? The last day here, will it not? I wish you luck on what remains, then. Do not try to overexert yourself. I actually don't feel all that sore. I guess he did hold back. I mean, I imagine that,
Here we go.
I imagine that, the Viscount didn't need to try very hard to beat us. Even with our crazy superpowers. Is there something you need from me? Yeah, we need the seeds. Crazy for me not to have them. Gotta store it away. I always make sure never to run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Probably not that much. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's easy enough. Thank you, Yosef. Yeah, everybody really loves the nobles here. It's so weird compared to everywhere else where, like, everyone else just kind of hates on them whenever they can, or like vaguely dislikes them. Whereas here you get to Legram and everyone just loves the Arcade family. Hey, man. Oh, good job, Gavelli. Our chance to show him how much we've improved. Pull myself out of bed to train, but I'm still bursting with energy. Cool. What's up, Fritz? Way more energy than usual. I suppose yesterday's battle must have ignited my fighting spirit. Even pour even more effort into the training than usual today. Alright, good for you, man. You do you. How you two holding up? Ares. First-rate instruction on the way of the sword. This team school, I need to strive to better myself. Honor. Interesting. Just one moment, I felt like the air in the room was charged somehow. I'm not sure what it is, but the atmosphere seemed different than how it usually is. Wonder what it could be. The intensity of last night's battle is still lingering in the air here. Sure seems that way. I love just the completely over the top, like, reverence for swordsmanship. Do I need to talk to you, Tubal, about the monster you want me to kill? Is it? It isn't often that I kick back, take care of paperwork. I guess Tubal's probably quite busy being the only bracer that we've seen in the entirety of Erebonia at this point. Like, realistically speaking, he's the only one that we have encountered at all. We need time to take care of some other stuff, too. Other stuff? Nothing too big. The guild branch over in Crossbell just dropped me a little inquiry. Relating to the trade conference. We're an international organization that makes it easy for us to get the latest info, but it also increases our workload. I wonder if he always stays on top of things. Interesting. Yeah, well, why don't we know anything about the monster? I got the report in from it from the townsfolk this morning. Ah, okay, so he hasn't had time to really gather any info. It says that Saw looked like a large, ominous shadow. Not exactly a revealing description. Yeah, I mean, it lets us know that it's big. Oh. Gotta love Billiam here. Oh, well, who cares? We'll just kill it. Right? Just head down there and beat into a mushy pulp already. Real go-getter regardless of the situation. Only I was so fearless, leaving you guys then. It's probably going to be a pain in the ass, but good luck out there. Well, thank you, Taval. Okay. I guess we have to go out to the road. We're good. We don't need to rest. Hey, we can see now. We may find alternate routes. Well, I actually found those alternate routes, but we weren't allowed to go on them because they had trees in the way. Furthermore, I think the map should be opened up. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is a map and a half. I'm pretty sure I gotta go up the left path. What did I need anyway for this quest? The hand-ins. Hardy power and clear gelatin. Do I already have that maybe? I wonder. Clear gelatin and hardy powder. Clear gelatin 62. Oh yeah, I have an absurd amount of ingredients. Okay, we're fine. Let's go hand in that quest then really quick. It's kind of an interesting tactic they use where they make it so that there's one rare item that you have to hand in that requires you to go talk to the chef. That way you can't just talk to her and then immediately finish the quest because you have all the materials. You have to at least talk to one other person. Because I already actually had both of these ingredients. The only one I didn't have was the white seed. Okay. Oh. Yeah, sure. Oh, we're going to get free stuff. We're going to get pretzels. Yay! Do I get the recipe for pretzels? That'd be fun. Who eats pretzels at, like, a dinner table with, like, plates and stuff? They're better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling. And free! Yay! Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep fighting. Is kind of moving, really. It is kind of interesting to be like, hey, there were people that ate these as, you know, rations in a big war once upon a time. Interesting perspective on the food you're having. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Laura. I hadn't seen you make them. I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Yosef. Thank you for giving me a chance to try them. Aw. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Lot's statue now? After all, there's no limit to when you can leave an offering. Would you mind if we take some of them along? Hype. Get some Legrand pretzel. Ooh. I've got pretzel power. Yay! Oh, Milliam. You're having way too much of a good time. So I do actually have to go and make the offering. Okay, cool. There we go. I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. After all that's left for us to pray. Are there special requirements? Not particularly. Okay. It is customary to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop, let's get our praying on then. Oh no, Milliam. I was focused so hard on being quiet I ended up holding my breath. Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Use this. Oh no, I love it. It's so good. Wait, I have to go back to her again? Oh, okay. Does it for me. Alright. That's a little weird. Glad to lend a hand. Never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. If the batch make the memorial service ends out that good, you have nothing to worry about. Oh. So no pretzels, just celestial bombs. Hype. One down. On to our next quests. Alright, now we got some dungeon... Well, not really dungeon, but area exploration to do. Ooh, combat. Yeah, we don't need to go over there. We gotta break it. Path over this way too. I didn't notice it when we were passing yesterday. The mist is cleared. Yeah, it makes it easier. Also, the mini-map helps, but you know, we're not going to talk about that. We'll need to do something about this log. Lammy can snap a log like this like a toothpick. Need the heavy lifting to you and Lammy then. Characters with strike type field attacks of B rank or higher can destroy fallen logs and certain other objects. We already knew that, but
yeah,
I think Laura technically can do it too. Yeah, there we go.
Very well. Go.
It's a little ridiculous that she's that strong, but we'll take it.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
All right, team. We're standing on top of each other for some reason. We already scanned this guy then. That's weird. Why aren't we... We're not set up at all? Okay. Oh, well. Rune Blade.
Go.
Switching back and forth between this and Trails in the Sky. It's going to take me a second to get my bearings on the menus again.
Okay.
Luckily, the enemies aren't that dangerous, so...
Let's keep going.
Not a problem. I will need to fire up this menu, though. Tactics. Why is everybody like this? Actually, there we go. Better. Yeah, we're fine. Is there a chest over here? There isn't, but there are boxes, so let's go fight this guy.
What a large monster. We need to be careful.
Fight me!
A worthy adversary.
Go.
Ooh. Gold cider. What are you weak to? Wind? You weak to physical attacks? That'd be fun. Vaguely.
My turn.
Not aerial. Airstrike. Thank you.
Right. Shatter.
Get the defense down.
Okay.
Alright, so our magic attacks are a little limited there. Just hit him.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? What are we looking at for airstrike damage?
I'll handle this.
Is it worth it? For 18 EP, it's pretty cheap. We'll take it. I can't believe he got them off. Got off 2 of those, though. That's pretty crazy.
Now's our chance.
Get him!
You're finished.
Hey!
I wouldn't expect anything less. You're not half bad yourself.
Good job, team. Alright, what's in these boxes? Tear bomb? I'll take that. Sept mass. Woo, money! Interesting. It's kind of a sinking monument. Cross on top. Still super interested in this very old religion. I imagine we'll find a little bit more about sort of the very old civilization in some of the other Trails games. I doubt it'll come up too much here, but still very intriguing. Oh my goodness.
How pathetic.
Okay. Alright, use this. Just put those guys on blast. Let's just move right along.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
Ooh.
I remember playing in this river when I was young.
There you go. Just having a nice little childhood indulgence of going back through and remembering
What a
places
large
where you used to
monster.
play.
We'll need
Oh,
to be careful.
no. Stay where you are.
This might actually be a challenge.
Good day, Kaino.
Very well.
What are you doing?
Marcus, activate. Here we go.
Crit.
Now's our chance. There.
Attack.
Yeah.
Attack everyone. Nah, just smack him.
Here.
Just really not that dangerous, so
Shatter.
I don't really want to spend too many resources.
Now. Emma.
Rush.
Understood. Hi.
Mess them up. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, actually. I think we
Very
win
well.
this right here. Oop, airstrike, thank
Marcus,
you.
activate.
He's just getting 2 shots off and in a row.
How pathetic.
Excellent. Okay, what do these chests look like? Ooh. One plain one with a lot of sept in it. And some Dawn boots. What are these? Legendary boots said to have been worn by the Eisenritter. Okay. Interesting. How do they hold up this long? Are they magic items? It's pure upgrade for Millium, so I guess she's taking them. It occurs to me I did not put an accessory on Gaius. You know, like so many other people, I'm sure. I sort of forgot. It's a shame that Gaius just sort of falls by the wayside sometimes.
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Stay there. Don't move. Don't move. I'll be with you in a second. Thank you.
Watch out. This is a tough one. Go.
Okay. Oh no, there's a little guy in the back.
Second form.
Gale.
Go. There.
Okay.
Right.
I have a plan.
No escape.
Excellent.
Very well.
Have we scanned this guy? We have. Subspecies of palm that smells like fresh flowers, absorbs CP and EP. Okay, cool. No problems there. Can I kill those two, please? Hey. That's some easy work. This guy's weak to fire, and I don't have fire to throw at him, so I guess we're gonna have to get hit by something. Ow.
Here we go.
That wasn't that bad.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Alright. Easy enough.
Not bad.
6,999 HP. She couldn't hit 7k. It had to be 6,999. Okay. Material. Onwards. Up the bridge. What a... Okay. Why are there so many?
Bring it on. Go.
Reen, kill them all.
Second form. Gale.
Okay.
I didn't get an unbalance on even one of them. Emma, hit both.
My turn.
That's a start. I would get a Zero Arts turn on Laura.
Hi.
You can't do anything with
turn.
that. Can we, like, kill one of them? That'd be nice. Oh, no. Okay, I guess not.
Second
Good thing
form.
they're all
Gale.
paralyzed. Reen, kill them all.
Now's our chance.
Wait, one of them lived?
There.
I guess so.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Clean.
You're not half bad yourself.
Oh,
I welcome all challengers.
I guess we do. So, got out of the fight for the briefest of moments. Dark matter, I guess. Why
My
not?
turn.
Just hit them with something. Laura's really low on CP, unfortunately.
Here we go. Second form, Gale.
Hopefully dark matter just kills them all.
Yeah.
Just suck them all into a black hole. I don't want to see any more. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to transition out of this fight scene and be in another one in a frame. Yep, there it is.
Rebuild our formation.
Oh, we're surrounded. Cool. How? They steal so much CP. Jeez.
Leave it to me.
Also, why is Gaius here? It actually messes with my team composition? That's interesting. What is Yggdrasil? Who knows? Let's cast it. I've never seen it before. What could go wrong? Oh no, that's a lot of damage.
I'll handle
Very
this.
dead. Alright, cool. You two Link. Smack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smack.
Take this.
Oh. It's actually just a big tree. Well, that's cool.
Now's our chance.
Rush.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of like
Must be
when...
on our side. They must be, because that was a breeze.
Ooh. Fist bumps. Yeah, I kind of like when they mess with you when you get ambushed. And, like... It's sort of... Obviously to disincentivize you from just kind of running in and getting caught from behind. In this case, it's kind of fun because it messes with your party composition, so you have to sort of think about what to do on the fly. I find sometimes, though, it can go a little overboard, and you end up with, like, if you get ambushed, you just die 100% every time. So it's kind of a delicate balance of how punishing it ends up being. I think messing with your party composition's not too bad, especially in a game like this.
It's so cool here, you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
I love the PS2 river in the distance. Just very, very low poly. Just there for decoration. Oop. Oop. Whoop. Got him.
We have the advantage.
Clean.
All right.
It occurs to me, I just talked about how Gaius gets, like, forgotten and how I feel like it's kind of a shame, and I have not been using him, and he's, in fact, lower level than the rest of the
I'll
party.
handle this.
So, Gaius is coming in. He's coming off the bench.
Here we go.
Gale? Gale hits
Second
4.
form,
I'll take
Gale.
that.
It's my turn.
Cool.
Here.
It's my turn.
I just like that he's the only character in the entire team that uses a
My
spear.
turn.
Oh.
What?
What is
we
with
go.
Usus and just getting outplayed by, like, random tiny enemies that he can't hit?
My turn.
Okay.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Noblesse oblige.
I'm awesome.
Thank you, Millium. Leveling up. And yeah, I think it's kind of cool having Gaius around. Just kind of a nomad guy with a big cross spear. Kind of reminds me of, like,
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
what was
My
it?
turn. Here we
Oh,
go.
I can't break this anyway. Never mind. We're fine. I'm not going to move my party around. Where else was cross spears really big?
Let's get this over with.
I mean, if you ever played, like,
My turn.
Dark Souls uses cross spears a lot. Samurai Warriors likes them. Their whole depiction of like Yukimura.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Wonder if it's a weirdly
You're not half bad yourself.
Japanese thing. Do you have like crosshead spears? Requires more research, I suppose. What was I doing? So we're good there. We don't need to break that, so we're fine. Why is there a robot? Game? Robot? Question mark? No one? Okay, we're not going to get an answer. That's fine.
Huh. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Somebody will ask about it, I'm sure. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that no one brings up why is there a robot in the middle of the forest.
Second form. Gale. Now's our chance. This.
Link attack. Yay.
Leave it to me.
If we get Ariel off in time, you will.
I'll handle this.
Problem here is that I have 2 wind mages.
Okay. Yeah. Now. Gaius.
Rush.
Right.
Here.
Got him. Easy. Oh, wow. Uses started casting later, but still got the spell off
I shall
first.
fulfill my duty as a noble.
Does he have a wind bell
Making progress.
equipped, I think?
Just getting started.
He must. That's the only way that makes sense. Ooh, Shining. Shining. That's a good RPG series. Shining Force. Oh my goodness. When did I get this? Quillin? Strength plus 30. Attacks and crafts cause strength down or defense down at a 10% chance. Shining support 1 inside grants insight status for 4 turns. So, these are both very good. Okay. Who has attack up? You have an attack up. That's 20. If instead of that, you have this. Bam. Alright. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is our target. It is indeed. So the big black shadow they saw was a robot with Gatling guns. That must be the monster Toval sent us out to take care of. I've never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Some sort of machine. I mean, it's pretty evidently a machine, guys. At this point, we can't afford to just go back without finishing the job. I mean... So we don't actually get a very good explanation. We're just like, hey, that's weird. Let's go kill it.
This will take everything we have.
Oh, he's slow? That's weird.
All right, let's do this.
He's buff, I guess.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Go hit him and see what sticks. Damage?
I'll handle this.
That's actually pretty good.
Now is our
Double
chance.
commands.
Don't let it pass. Right.
Okay.
More buffs.
Analyzing the enemy's
Tell me about
weapons.
it. What is this thing? Since no one wants to answer my questions, maybe scanning
I've got
will.
it.
Phalanx J9. Mechanical monster has immense firepower, but all else about it is game. Here I am being like, man, I wish I could get an answer. The game's like, no. Go away. You're not getting answers. Okay. Well, I guess he drops Cross Crusade. Isn't really weak to a particular element. And likes to shoot us.
turn.
Got it. I can understand this.
My turn.
Slash him.
Go. There.
Cool.
You're mine.
Okay, so he missed.
Very
Countered. Do I Crystal Saber? Is that the answer? I have 200. You know what? Why not?
You're in the shore. Crystal Saber.
That is 10,000 damage right there.
Arcus activate.
Silverthorn.
All right.
Yggdrasil.
Take this.
Those 2 spells should kill him. And that makes this boss very very quick.
Now.
Got him.
Let's keep going.
No problem. I did not get very many bonuses, though.
A matter of course.
And back. He's down. Is it dead? I mean, I was going to say, use this as a good explanation here. We destroyed it. Because I was going to say, it was never really alive, per se. Didn't get the feeling we're fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. What's something like this doing on a highway near Legram? Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? Yes, please. You are the one with the mysterious mechanical companion. I mean, they're not... Erigatlam's definitely not similar to that thing. It's made of metal. Erigatlam and the combat shells the practical exam are made of some sort of other substance. While they may be inorganic, combat shells do have certain warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. I guess if we tell Toval about it, he might know more. Back to Legram it is. Okay. U material. I will take that. Excellent. Is there a fishing spot, I wonder? On the highway? I feel like there should be one, right? Maybe it's over by the river that Laura mentioned swimming in? Let's give it a look on the way back. Avoid these guys. And this one. Looking for like a little indicator in the water.
Challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Yeah, no problem. We're not going to fight it. Nothing?
Ooh, that one looks tough.
Interesting. Thought there'd be a fishing spot or something around here. I guess there's one in the town, so they don't need to put one out here. Ooh, that one looks tough. On the plus side, we haven't really encountered anything too dangerous so far. Although, now that I say that, I'm sure the next boss that appears will be a death on the first shot. Something seems amiss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. What's going on, team? Well, Einer's back in the harbor. Who are those weird people around it? They look like the regional army? Yeah, provincial armies. Certainly seems that way. White and purple. I don't remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. Ah, okay. I mean, you say that, but I've definitely, maybe not been one-shot before, but I've certainly walked into fights unprepared, is all I'm saying. Which is, you know, mostly my fault. I'm not gonna say partially, it's mostly my fault. But it is what it is. I believe the combination of colors represents the Lamar Provincial Army. Lamar's on the other side of the Empire. What business could they have here in Legram? Oh. What's going on? What's up, Toval? Do you have any idea what's going on? Word on the street is they requisitioned the liner from the wharf on the far shore. We're seeing Lamar's provincial army and not Sutherland. It's still kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Yeah, it is a pretty nice jacket. Another noble visiting father. Who could it possibly be? That's a bit concerning. If you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourselves? Since you returned from the highway, it means you took care of the monster, right? I mean, not necessarily. It's kind of interesting. Had I come back prior to defeating the monster, obviously this scene wouldn't happen. So it is kind of convenient that it happened right now. Yeah, do you want to tell us about why there was a big robot roaming around in the forest? Palpatine's behind it all? Is that what you're getting at, Sleeper? You have some idea of what it might be? I'm not sure, but I think I'll have to go look at what's left of it. Okay. Okay, Taval, you do you. 7U material. Hype. I'll leave checking this out. What's going on at the Viscount's Mansion to you? He definitely seems like he knows something we don't. You know, Milliam, I get that impression from almost every character in this game. That they know more than I do. Make our way over to Laura's place. Sorry, my phone won't stop popping off. Alright, cool. Put it on silent. Cool. What are you two up to? Man, that sucks. It's always someone you know ends up being Darth Sidious. Yeah. She's the cabbage man. Sleeper man, you gotta stop throwing out, like, even veiled spoilers as much as you can. Not everyone in chat is, like, a monster like us and has played every RPG possible. At least right now it's fine, but... It's just funny when I go back through here and I'm like, oh yeah, if somebody ever watches this and looks at the chat, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just everything they know. I mean, in this case, it's fine. I just mean the Trails games specifically. Granted, I know some of what you're telling me is probably a lie, and some of it's the truth, and I don't know. So, I guess nobody else really does either. Now one step further, got it. The boat is currently under our command. Oh, okay. Oh, are you? Where are you going to detain them, dummy? Where's it gonna go? I don't understand. I did not read what you said. We gotta get out of here. That's the Lamar Provincial Army, isn't it? What would bring them to Legram of all places? Now I'm a bit worried. There seems to be a real ruckus going on outside. Father should be back by now. I wonder what happened. Sephiroth did. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not... I mean, it's not to say, obviously, that the plot is particularly confusing. I'm pretty sure anyone reading through most of this has a pretty good idea of where it's going. I have some new guests. Nothing to be alarmed about it, though. They're free to look around all they like. We have nothing to be ashamed of here in Legram, after all. Oh, okay. Well, I guess if you have nothing to hide, it's not as much of a problem, but it's still a little questionable to have them show up and just start messing the place up when they aren't even the provincial army for this province. Where might all of you be from? Our lords have new visiting Viscount Arcade for the moment, so be sure not to disturb them. Well, yeah, Seymour. Seymour's one of those where you're like, when you see Seymour, you're like, it's pretty clearly a bad guy. Those Moondock dwellers here have been standing around gawking at us the whole time. It's really starting to bother me. They're lucky their lord is the Radiant Blade Master, otherwise they'd have plenty to answer for. Hey man, how about you step back, huh? Yeah, exactly. Some big shot noble from the Lamar province is currently visiting your home, Lady Laura. Soldiers in town seem to have come as escort. Their arrogant attitude is only further proof that men simply cannot be trusted. That's one hell of a confirmation bias. I agree, Reen. It's a bit of a stretch. Must have been quite bold to try and commandeer it, too. Or I'll rather be business he has here. I could see that happening. I mean, the Yeti can be difficult in that game, but not, like, super hard by any means. I don't know, I've played through Final Fantasy X a number of times, all the way till, like, I think I ended up stopping during the Dark Aeon grind when I was playing with the international version, but... Ah, okay, yeah. Serving as someone's bodyguard. Having them around makes me feel uneasy, though. Why can't they just wait at the wharf instead? I agree, Chloe. As if, like, the city of Legram is in some way dangerous. What could have happened? Gotten to Pero. Did something happen? Oh, Doggo's... Is Doggo angry? What's up, Woofer? No. He's unhappy. He's not having it. I mean, I was one of those people that just got frustrated and was like, you know, Yojimbo is a pretty good option to the Dark Aeon problem. Apparently the nobles have been raising a ruckus around here. Some big shot. Good grief. I'm not entirely certain who it is, but I'd appreciate it if you got their soldiers out here. Possibly do business with them standing outside my store. I mean, it's always weird, right? Because the city of Legram, again, only has a population of like 20 people. So who is he really selling to? The only way it makes sense is if we're meant to believe that the city of Legram or the town of Legram is bigger than what we see. Right? Because otherwise it doesn't, like, this sort of business idea doesn't make any sense. Because who are they selling these weapons to? Two imposing looking bodyguards. Interesting. Speaking of which... Give me money. Do we have any upgrades? I can get a bigger sword. Cool. Upgrade there. Titania's already upgraded. Most of my grinding was done on Tonberries for in the arena. Ah, okay. I've definitely reached that point in many an RPG before where you're just trying to find the mechanically fastest way to get your stats up. Can I customize weapons? I can upgrade Reen's sword. Let's do that. That. Why not Durga? There we go. Partisan. Oh, I don't have money. Oh. Not that I don't have money. I don't have U material because I'm blind. It's fine. Whatever. They make you pay for that? Nah, I guess.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
We will eventually. I got people to chat with. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because with the older, or I wouldn't say older, but different style of setting up an RPG like you did in, like, say, Final Fantasy X, where the story is very compartmentalized, the episodic style of doing a lot of these Trails games doesn't really lend themselves to, like, end game or post game. They sort of just end. And then they do the New Game Plus thing with the whole, like, let's do a Nightmare difficulty, but even that's sort of... By the time you have New Game Plus, even then, Nightmare is not really that hard. You're just sort of... You know, do you know what you're supposed to be doing? Yes, then you win. Do you not know what you're supposed to be doing? No, then you might die. Well, yeah, but then Nightmare Fresh Save is just, let's read the guide that tells me what buttons I need to press so that I win. That was quite the striking person I saw walking past. The kind of man whose appearance you'd never forget if you've even seen him once. I wonder if he's a noble. Huh. So whoever we're finding here is going to be an interesting-looking individual with 2 bodyguards. What's all the ruckus out there? Have we got ourselves a VIP in town? Not often that we get visitors at a time like at this time. Interesting. I do wonder what exactly they're here for. Oh, everybody's standing outside? Wasn't that a noble? No, my eyes are deceiving me. Most people who have business with the master tend to turn up rather abruptly. Oh, so this is a trend? They definitely didn't seem like they were part of the traditional army. They felt more dangerous than that. Okay. I can only assume that they belong to an influential family. What business do they have here? So interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure I remember who this is, but I don't remember their name or what they look like. So this will be interesting. I find I always remember earlier parts of games way more than the later parts. Probably because I replay them. These 3 characters we're about to meet. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. He's trying to invite him to an event of some kind? I'm merely the lord of a manor in a lowly rural region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not lying to say that I have played the game before, so I should... Like, I've seen these characters at least once, right? But the thing for me, I find, is that I replay at the start of games a lot, and then... So, I replay the start of games a lot, so I remember, like, the first chapter or 2 really clearly, and then I'll, like, peter out and never quite refinish the game, so the second half, or, like, this part of the game... I have a very vague recollection of. Okay. Mansworth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. Okay. Well, I'm sure you understand. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything that caused any unnecessary conflict. Is that like a veiled threat? Not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. Is that... From the sounds of it, this guy is from a different province anyway, so why is it any of his business what another noble is doing somewhere else? Neither of us wants any trouble now, do we? I mean, it's pretty clear that he's trying to recruit him, right? Like, he's trying to go around and say, hey, come to our gathering, quote-unquote, right? I feel like... Join my Sith army. Yeah, it's something like that, exactly, right? But our understanding of the Viscount is that you probably shouldn't be threatening him. Granted, I don't know how strong his bodyguards behind him are. I don't know that they're comparable to the Radiant Blade Master. Even... I just find that hard to believe. I mean, obviously, he wouldn't do something because there's more to it than that, right? But you would think there'd be some level of self-preservation involved, where this guy probably wouldn't, standing directly in front of the Radiant Blade Master, be clearly threatening him. My compliments on the excellent tea. I'm honored, Your Grace. See ya. I mean, maybe he's just that confident. I don't know. Maybe he's stronger than he looks, too. Maybe if it isn't young Laura. Oh, does he... And uses Alberea, too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. Okay, so he's a well-known noble, clearly. And they're quite tense. Milliam knows him too. Duke Cayenne? Is that the spelling for... Is that the same spelling as, like, the pepper? Okay, whatever. Head of the foremost of the 4 great houses and ruler of the port city of Ordis. Okay. Well, I know Milliam should at least recognize them, but... His authority extends over the entire province of Lamar to the west. Duke Cayenne. Cayenne? We're gonna go with Cayenne? I think Cayenne would probably be closer. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future, but for now, I bid you farewell. See, like, this guy is not... He's presented to be so obviously evil that it's just... It's a little over the top, I must say. Yes, we are. What does it mean to you? Why are you even talking to us? Don't you have things to do? Just happen to do a little leisure reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Is that a comment on our capabilities or a comment on... Enough with the chit chat. His grace awaits. Tall man and burly man. Okay. They don't look like soldiers from the provincial army, that's for sure. They did seem to know about our class. Yeah, I honestly have no idea who they are, truthfully. So, we'll find out one day. Personal bodyguards. Yeah, I mean, that much is obvious, but I don't even remember their names if I ever found out. You needn't be so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. Who's they? Oh, well, there we go. The noble faction has begun to act in secret. Indeed, for the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all around the country. Okay, so they're trying to rally noble support specifically. Obviously, we can kind of infer that that was the case for why he's here, but it's nice to get it put in writing. The Republic? Like Calvard? Whether it's start a full-scale conflict. Oh, as in... Okay. More Star Wars. Got it. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously? So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. Since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Yeah, that is a little bit of a reach, right? To come all the way out here. He must place an awful lot of value on the Radiant Blade Master, or he sees him as a significant threat. Perhaps both, but they're planning a large conference in the near future to attend by all nobles in the noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. To insist, quote-unquote. You're not even a member. Quite right. Your father has kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he's also kept space between him and the reformists, preferring to remain neutral. Yeah, that's kind of the issue when these sorts of conflicts come around. Everybody's like, well, you gotta pick a side, man. Which side are you on? You're with us or you're against us kind of mentality. I've heard that's quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I mean, we keep adding more and more students. What if we just started adding, like, every individual who wanted to be a part of the class? Right? Just create our own nation, Class 7. The city-state of Trista. There's been a disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberich should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Would they? It's interesting. Do both of them have similar or the same views, or... Olivert's vision. Yeah, I could see that. Use us. If you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You needn't worry about your family's allegiances. I feel like Reen's family being in Emir is so incredibly out of the way, I'm not sure it really matters. As even more obstinate man than I can't imagine they'd have any interest in supporting questionable actions of other nobles. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. That's kind of weird. You'd think Reen would, like, be confident enough not to need to ask. Oh? I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legram again and on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. Is he off? Is he gonna go assemble a team? I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. For some reason, I get a Nick Fury vibe from Viscount Arcade. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them from being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Ooh, so he's gonna establish like a neutral third party? Interesting. Because it becomes tough to really force smaller groups into that sort of agreement if they're all in their own, like, self-protection idea. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Oh! It's Toval! What are you doing here? Wouldn't mind miss a chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Did you know that he left in a limousine that came all the way from Bereahard? What a drive. Did it belong to the Alborea family? Rufus Alborea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Oof. Can't ask for a classier escort. Huh. I do really like how ambiguous it is here, because we like to think of Rufus as like a good guy, like he's a friend and he's all nice and everything, but at the same time, he's part of a group that we definitely don't agree with. So it's incredibly... how would I explain? Kind of ambiguous. It's hard to really pin down which side he's on. Rufus was here. He's the heir of the Alborea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. I know you didn't come here to volunteer to be company on my trip. Just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. Oh, okay, so this has to do with the machine monster that was outside of town. Oh, here you go, Sleeper. Here's your Cassius references. It was the first time one's appeared since the counteroffensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met. Okay, so they met as a result of Cassius Bright. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. It's just a hunch, but I suspect that it may have been released as a diversion. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. That's what I wanted to hear. There's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. And they're still keeping us in the dark about a lot of this, which I kind of appreciate that as the player we don't get to know as much because our characters are students. So you can tell these people are trying their best to only tell them what they have to know so they don't get too involved. But if it turns up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. Because I wonder if they told Class 7 more, right? Would it make things better or worse? I feel like it's kind of hard to say. Oh, we got a new one. A golden catch, Waber. Calling all fishermen. Could someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Find me at Apricot's Inn for more detailed information. Okay. When you're finished with the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your reports. Okay, cool. Leave it to us. Make sure you lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. Take care of the guild in your absence. No problems. We're interning at the Bracer Guild, basically. Hey, no problem. You got stuff to do. Plus, you beat us up already, so it's fine. And for agreeing to a duel, I look forward to our next meeting. Show great promise. Hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored. In fact, I hope you all look past her uncouth father and continue giving her friendship and support. Aw. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Oh, oh no. Don't worry, she'll be part of the harem soon. She sure does seem popular with the girls, though. I mean, I guess it wouldn't really matter anyway, right? He didn't say that it needed to be a guy, just that she needed some romance in her life. Give my best to Sarah. We will. No problem. Why must he always be so? You've got an amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Maureen's right. Living proof good parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him as your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. I suppose Uzis is correct. That's two ways you could write this character. All told, you're living proof that the daughter of the Arseid house has grown up sound mind and body. Stop teasing me. Aw. I was having fun teasing her. May have half a day remaining, so we got duties to fulfill. Look at her trying to change the subject. Oh. That's adorable. Alright, so we got another quest. We should probably rest, huh? How's the town holding up after this little spook? They say they're a rough bunch, but hey, at least I can get back to work. I guess they were here and gone pretty quickly, so not too much of a disruption, at least. So that was an Orbital limousine, huh? It's not exactly the kind of car you'd expect to see roll into town. I'm a bit worried about the effect a heavy vehicle like that might have on paving stones and bridges. I guess that is kind of something to consider with them rolling those big heavy machines and like the armored personnel carriers and the tanks around. It'll definitely hurt a lot of the infrastructure, especially in an older place like this that doesn't have like asphalt or concrete. It's just like stones. Lagrange is by no means an affluent region, but we can still live rich, fulfilling lives thanks to Aidios and the spirits watching over us. Well, she just wants to stay here and have the rest of the world kind of leave them alone. Interesting. How you doing, Pero? Feeling better? Good job, dog. I asked Chloe to go find Carnos, since he still hasn't come home from lunch. I swear that boy gets naughtier by the year. Raising a boy certainly isn't for the faint of heart. Wonder where her son went. I don't know, I've never been too much of one to pay that much attention to random tier lists. It's one of those tough things with this kind of stories. You don't really have like a tournament arc to really know how strong everybody is, right? Hear that Lord Arseid left again, this time with Toval accompanying him. Imagine it has something to do with the noble from earlier. Place our trust in Lord Arseid, no matter what happens. So please, try not to concern yourself. Okay, that's all cool. Well, yeah, you can definitely like come up with a vague hierarchy, but it's really hard to like place one person specifically above another if they've never really fought one another. Some may say the status of the be-all, end-all of the ruling for a ruling lord, but those of us here don't agree. Better man than Lord Arsaid. Life isn't easy for Chloe, it would seem. Perhaps because she's relatively close in age to Julian and Carno. As a fellow admirer of Lady Laura, I'm rather worried about her. Oh. Hey, you want to tell me about your request for some fish? Have you come along seeing a request I sent to Toval? That is correct. We're in search of some sort of elusive fish. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to tell me the personal request, but are you up for it? Well, it's kind of all that we do, really. Yeah, sure. What's going on? I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish, the peculiar variety of salmon known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has golden glow, not unlike the look of Goldia itself. It sounds rather garish, honestly, but I'd like to judge for myself. Unfortunately, all we know is that I've heard from rumors. Bem, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is usually the one who told me about it. The color, its golden color isn't its only distinctive trait. Its flavor is to die for. Okay, fair enough. Certainly understandable. After hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Toval about it for quite a while now. Now it seems thanks to you, I might finally get a chance to try it. Guess bracers even take on jobs like this. That is a little odd that we would take on a job of, like, getting a specialty good, but oh well. Why are the chances we could even catch one by the day's end? Is it even possible to catch this fish at the lake? He did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one at the end of his line for several decades. I was going to say, that's a bit of a stretch. Some promising info from Toval that put me on the trail. He claims that a golden sparkle in the river along the highway. I knew there was a fishing spot on the river. I knew it! Okay. Might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I have planned. But I'd be pleased as punch if you could catch one. Okay. Show them the rod to waiver. My word, that's the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod. Yeah, I do a lot of fishing. Supposedly a hefty fish, but catching should be no issue with this. I wonder if he says something different if you have the beginner rod. I wonder if he says that, like, it's impossible and you should just quit now. You must have fishing in your blood if you want to have a rod this nice. Aha, thanks. All that time spent fishing will pay off. I'm gonna assume you guys don't say anything too interesting. Tried to get Father Hamilcar to do some work earlier, but he managed to distract me by talking about that noble in town. I bet he doesn't take me seriously because I'm new. Oh. Is that what it is? Or is he just really good at avoiding his job? Bitcher's got it rough. He has to deal with a guy like that, I'd wager. Don't want to go around worrying about it, though. Just believe in him and focus on what we have to do. Okay. It's definitely a way to take your perspective, to just trust your leaders to do what they need to do and focus on what's in front of you. Oh, different people are fighting now. What's wrong? Come at me! Oh, apparently they're fighting. We can't see it, but it's happening. Even if the master isn't here. No, the master's many absences are all the more reason to support the training hall in his place. Purge my mind of distracting thoughts and focus on my training. Did Master Arsaid really have to go out on business again? Man, I was hoping he'd be able to come and watch us train. It is a shame that he doesn't really get to... Like, these four guys are, like, living here, traveled here, gave up whatever they had at home so they could learn how to do this swordsmanship. And the guy who is, like, the actual master of it is never actually around to train them, but they still stick to it. That's kind of interesting. The bodyguards the Duke had with him were rather strange. They didn't strike me as the kind of soldiers you'd expect to be accompanying the head of such an influential house. Yeah, they didn't look like soldiers. They look like more like mercenaries than anything. Whoop. Almost missed you there. How is it, Piranha? The Rundis. Oh. Celogram's spirit of self-reliance extends right down to the servants. That's how it's always been. I like that. Even the maid is like, respect our sovereignty, step back. I've been tasked to send out letters to those who wish to remain neutral in face of the factional disputes. Things may become rather hectic. Do try not to worry. Just keep your chin up and focus on the remainder of your tasks here. I mean, they try and pretty it over a lot, but it's pretty clear that things are not going well right now. Can I rest in here, I wonder? I can. I mean, you think that the cast would be smart enough to put 2 and 2 together to know that things are not going good, and they're probably not going to improve. Whoosh. Alright, we gotta go find that fish. Okay. Now, is it on the minimap, I wonder? It is. It's on that bridge. Okay. Away we go. Did the tree respawn? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. Oh. Wait a second. Annabelle, what are you doing here? That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. Seems like a good spot to fish. I wasn't expecting someone else to be here. Seems to be an ordinary civilian and a noble at that. I'm surprised she strayed this far from town. Might as well try talking to her. We just form a crowd behind her and she doesn't even see us coming. Can we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're the military academy students who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. It's Kenneth, but a girl. I guess. Yeah, she's the one who lost her wallet in Keldic. She also has a butler that's been chasing her around the country, if I remember. One of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. Was that an optional quest? Interesting. It just so happened that the wallet belonged to the lady in front of us. I see. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned it to me. Oh. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think fishing is a leisure activity, but I would beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill, so she is so poor that she is fishing for food right now. She wasn't like this before. What inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat at the dock. The Gram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Ebel, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out here just to fish. A first-class angler needs to be a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of the peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. She's an all-or-nothing kind of lady. If you're gonna do something, you gotta be hardcore. That's it. Sounds like you're after something special, if I had to guess. The elusive gold salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in Legram by the name of Bem. He has also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Ebel, which is what led me to this spot. So she's on the same quest we're on. Cool. Is this a rivalry that I see developing between Annabelle and Reen's fishing capabilities? Looks like it must be the spot then. Let us compete to see who can catch the gold salmon first. Let's side. Let's get this done. True enough. Let's get fishing. Do I just... I should be the first to capture the elusive gold salmon. I won't allow you to best me.
This looks like a nice spot.
Alright, well, here we go. Fish. Oh, would you believe it? Who would have guessed?
Now that's a catch.
It's a gold salmon. I'm pretty sure I've caught a gold salmon before. Impossible. You caught a gold salmon before me. How can this be happening? You're asking me. I feel kind of bad about it. They're making me feel kind of bad about it. Oh, Reen. Thank you so much for telling us that you saw it here. We may not have thought to fish here if not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element to any competition. Think nothing of it. Pay the price for underestimating you. It's my fault that I lost. Though my experiences over the past several months have strengthened me, it seems I still have room to improve. I'm known across the land as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. You do you, Annabelle. I believe in you. Yeah. We're cheering for you. My experience over the past several months has strengthened me. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's all we needed to do. Back to Legram. Have I talked to everybody? Oh. Oh. There's still people over here. Okay, cool. I feel like I was going to say, I feel like I missed some of the villagers when I came through here. Oh, it's Cindy. You're one of the people that is in love with Laura. You wouldn't happen to have seen Taval today, would you? Yeah, he skipped town. What's going on? Taval did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. We're right here, so just ask us if you need anything. Helping others is what the guild does. That's what we're here for. I mean, we have all the time in the world. If you insist, then I suppose. Looking for some luminous grass. Okay. Is this a hidden quest? Is it well known here? It's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. Has an unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days and when the previous day was foggy. Well, that's oddly convenient. That's certainly unusual. Make the ideal day to go find some then. Yeah, I mean, it's... Who would have thought? Today is the exact day that falls in those criteria. That's why I made my way to the guild to ask Taval to find some for me. But as you have informed me, he isn't here. Cindy doesn't know what to do. All right. Would you be willing to go gather some? Sure, I guess. In hindsight, had I grabbed this quest while we were out there to do the fishing thing, that would have been a whole lot more efficient. But, you know, here we are. I assume you're planning to make a charm. That's correct. In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's tradition to make a charm for them. You give that to the person and take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. I'd never heard of any tradition like that. Interesting. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It's said it began when people offered charms to its members, of the Eisenritter, and then left for distant battlefields. Cool. And so the grass is used in this charm. The traditional way has you place one of its petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed it had the power to clear away fog. Cool. That is really interesting, actually. Have you ever been given one, Laura? Question mark. I have, actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Thor's. Oh, would you believe it? All the ladies in town gave one to Laura. And they're kept on her desk. Ooh. We should check that next time we're in her room and see if they're actually there. So, some of my most prized possessions. She really does care for Laura. I think it's safe to assume so. Alright, well, we'll try and track it down. Flower with white petals that grows around here. Okay. Should be able to find out. Search in the highway. And higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Okay. I appreciate them giving us a bunch of information on where we should find it. Let's check on these kids before we leave. What are you three doing? Searching everywhere for you two. What have you been doing here? Put a sock in it. We're not telling a dumb girl anything. We're having a manly adventure. So you better step off. Hope evil spirits come and snatch you away. How about you shut your trap? Girls like you shouldn't tell us what to do, alright? Hey man, that's rude. Beat it, Chloe. You're gonna ruin our big adventure. Plus plans hanging around here. These kids are, kids need some discipline from the sounds of it. Alright, let's go find this grass. Is it on the map? Not currently, and there doesn't appear to be an indicator that it's on the next one. And they said higher elevations, so somewhere up here, I would assume. I'm looking for white petals, so that's blue.
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Nothing to worry about, guys. We're not fighting anything. Blue.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
More blue. Oh, wait. I should actually fish the other 2 times that I had, shouldn't I? Since the game kind of kicked me out of the menu on the first shot. What is that? What are you?
Wow, this is a big one.
Ooh, just trout. Alright, cool. Get some CP, why not? I'll take that. Give me another. Another golden... It's really sad that we're sitting here and, like, she is fishing to try and catch this fish. Because she really wants to eat it and she thinks it's super, like, amazing and everything. And we just stand there, catch 2 of them right beside her and leave. Like, what does that feel like as a fisherman where you're like, I'm trying to catch this specific thing. Somebody else walks over, catches it, not once, but twice, and then just walks away. Are you white? No. Okay. White petals is what I'm looking for. Let's avoid these palms. Run! You on the map? Oh, never mind. It's just totally indicated on the mini-map. Okay, we're fine. Didn't need to look for it at all. Oh, they're there. Okay, cool. What pretty flowers. So clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. Okay. So you'll see the beads of dew clinging to them. The sunlight shining through the droplets make the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Alright, let's grab them. Let's not waste any time. Back we go. I could be refighting these enemies for experience, but I feel like it's just not that necessary at this point. I always try and gauge... So I love it when games do the way that they do the prologue in this, where the prologue is actually like an event that we know about, that we know is coming up. And in that, you know what level you are in that scene. So it kind of gives you a vague idea of what the developer thinks your level should be when that scene comes up. I think we're a little lower than that, because I think you're like 49 in that scene, but we're pretty close, so we'll leave it for now. This way. Cindy! Here's your quest. We did. Here you go. All that's left is to make sure the petals don't wither away. Oh! I accidentally held down circle. My bad. So Laura thought that she was... I think I caught a glimpse of the text, and I think it says that Laura thought that Cindy was trying to make this for a young man in the town, perhaps? I might be making it for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlying feelings there. Oh. Oh, so she is. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? Who is it for? Sierra and I were out on the highway not too long ago. Somehow we ended up with distance from the road lamps. Just the 2 of us? You out there alone? That seems dangerous. It was. As you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. One of the disciples of the Arcade school happened to be passing by and saved us. He escorted us back to town, but as soon as we'd return, he left for training hall to resume his practice. In the end, we didn't really have a chance to thank him. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I wonder which one it was. I like how they leave it kind of ambiguous, because it could be any of the 4 guys that are there. It was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. I learned that the disciples of the school all one day leave Legram to return to their homes, so he decided to make a charm for him. I'm sure he would appreciate it. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm deeply grateful to him, but you'll forever be the only one in my heart. I think I understand what you're saying. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit? A maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Thank you, Emma. Ooh, a fairy brooch. Not the same kind of charm that but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it'll come in handy on your journey. Well, thank you, Cindy. With your budding romance with one of the Arseid training students. It's nice to see things progressing around here. Hey there, everyone. What's up, Weber? Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Well, technically we have 2, but we're going to keep one of them. Defying all the odds, it actually is. Here you go. It's so beautiful. I can't thank you enough. I don't even know what Goldia is. He keeps bringing it up, but I don't know what that means. Braver fish tend to be best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes and I fire up the grill. Alright. Ooh, free food. I guess not really free food. We actually kind of work for it, but... Why does he have 2 tables and 7 chairs? Why are there 4 chairs at the one table, but only 3 at the other? What's going on? The amount of fat is just perfect. Sublime, even. Never imagined taste this exquisite. Glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe it was just grilled. Hype. Good fish. No problems there. I love that. And just think, in a world like this, there's no mercury in the water. Once he hears about how crazy it is, crazy good it is, so he'll be crazy about the opportunity. You said it. Honestly, I want to thank you all again. Alright, cool. Get some fresh herb, acerbic tomato, chitinous shells. Wish you all the best for the rest of your study. Thank you. Good day. Hype. Oop. Okay. So that's done, that's done. I think we're done all the quests. I would assume there isn't a second hidden quest. Do I have any money? I definitely don't have any cash. I can't really buy anything. We already got the book. I don't think there'll be 2 books. Or not 2 Red Moon Roses anyway. So let's go in, I suppose. Yeah, return. Following the instructions Taval left them, they began the not quite as exciting process of filing the paperwork. Oh. Finished getting everything sorted out. Cool. And Milliam's sleeping. So we could at least try now instead of lying around like a house cat. That she's used to spending this long on such exciting tasks. Yeah, she doesn't seem the paperwork type, that much is certain. Goes to show you how top-rate Taval is. He fulfills a lot of requests on his own and still has time to handle all the day-to-day realities of running a guild branch. It is pretty crazy that he not only runs this building, but also completes like all the tasks and then files his own paperwork. His mobility and knack for solving problems is exactly what one would expect from a Bracer. He's still out there trying to help as many people as he can. Even when we were in Berea, he came to our aid. Look at all the records. It's clear that people really trust him and rely on him for help. That's the thing, right? We keep bringing it up, but it seems like Toval might be the only Bracer operating in the country right now. They imply that there are other, perhaps small branches, you know, here and there, but the only person we ever see actually doing anything is Toval. What's going on, guys? Just thinking, if Bracers play an essential role in the people of our countries, are they not just as essential to Erebonians? Well, you may be right. And it's not just because they help maintain public order, provide other services. That ideal, prioritizing the protection of civilians above all else, is pretty noble. Something people admire. We keep talking about how great the Bracers are, but nobody really wants to get into, so why then are they gone? It's that form of nobility that's beginning to fall by the wayside within Erebonia's aristocracy. Ah, okay. Not sure it's an issue as black and white as you'd have it. The Guild is an organization first and foremost, and one based far too much on idealism, and far too little on practicality. Donations and public funding can only go so far for covering its operational costs. It's no stretch at all to say that within the Empire as it is now, the Guild's removal was inevitable. That's what my brother said once when we discussed this. His brother's weighing on his mind. I suppose that's another way to look at it. I have to admit, it sounds rather cold and dismissive, but it does carry more weight coming from Rufus. I don't know, it's weird, right? The idea here being that Bracers can't really self-sustain, that they are willing to spend more than they get to accomplish a job, right? To help. But there's a lot of there's a lot of not easily measurable side effects to having like a properly supported communities that help out with like economies and whatnot in ways that would circumvent that kind of expense, I would imagine. But I suppose I don't know the numbers in this universe. It's possible Rufus is correct. She doesn't even have to be awake to be an irritant. Anyway. Yeah, we're almost done. And then we can get some sleep, and then we gotta go to our... hop on the train again. Oh, we have a visitor. What's going on, Chloe? Is Taval here by any chance? He's actually not here, and he probably won't be back for a while. Who's they? Julian and Carno still haven't come back from the castle. Excuse me? But did those two go to the castle? They took a boat without any supervision. Furthermore, how did they get the boat to the other side of the lake? That's a pretty considerable effort. Said something about going on an adventure, and then they took one of the boats without even asking. It's evening now, and they still haven't come back. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of an interesting throwback to one of the early missions in Trails in the Sky, actually. And right when Toval is away from the guild, too. We'll just have to do whatever we can. I guess we gotta go save some kids. To search the lake, we'll need a boat ourselves. I'll have Klaus prepare one for us at once. While you do that, I'll wake up Milliam, and we'll have another look around town to see if we can find them. Splitting up and searching the town does seem the best course of action. Yeah, I guess they might not have actually... They might just be hiding or be somewhere else, but... Oh. I guess I just can't hit circle anymore to make the text appear faster. Oh well. Safe to say the boys aren't in town. Okay, so we don't actually have to look around for them, but now we know. And they're even later now than they were before. The lake's been calm and there's no sign of a boat in the waters, so at least it's unlikely they capsized. I mean, they could have sunk the boat, I guess. But, it seems most likely that they're in the castle right now. Ask them to stay at home and wait for us to contact them. But at this point, all we can do is venture into the castle and see what we find. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all we've got. We have a boat, yes? A couple of students from the Arseid School are preparing an orbital boat for us to use as we speak. It does worry me that it has started to grow misty again, though. Okay. Well, we got another accessory, didn't we? What was it? Fairy brooch? That's actually really nice. Okay, cool. Well, I guess this is an opportunity to buy stuff if I needed to, but I don't have money, so I guess it doesn't make much difference. Calm down, Sven. Lady Laura and her friends are making their way there. Let's just wait for them to return. I can't believe this. Where's that stupid son of mine? The sun's already set. Hurry up and get back here. He's a little irate. Oh, and they're praying. Maybe clumsy and silly and utterly hopeless, but even then, oh, please bring him back. Oh, don't worry. We'll get those kids. They'll be okay. Oh, Chloe's crying. I never should have said I hope that they get snatched away by evil spirits. I didn't think it would actually happen. Oh. Oh no. It's gonna be alright. Besides, I'm confident we'll bring them back soon enough. Yeah, exactly. Believe in her nobility and grace. Times like this, you need a hero. Atmosphere surrounding Lohengrin Castle is rather strange tonight. Well, that's never good. Although I do find it a little questionable that it's not like, oh, it's like this often. It's, hey, it's really messed up today of all days. Shall be awaiting for your swift return. Prepared a boat over at the wharf for you so you can leave whenever you're ready. Good luck out there, you guys. I had to look myself, but I couldn't find them anywhere. Maybe we should head to the castle. Oh, she's panicking over here. Please calm down. Keeping a cool head is important at times like this. Can't believe it. I told him so many times not to go near the castle. What do you got to say, Pero? Thank you for your insight. Ooh. Who's over by the train station right now? Oh, it's one of the trainees. Doesn't look like they're here either. The boat's still gone too, so they really must be at the castle. Why haven't they come back, though? Yeah, I guess if they could make it to the castle, why couldn't they have just come back by now? Means they must be stuck in the castle somewhere. Fog's got me rather worried, truth be told. Hopefully it doesn't hang around here for too long. Gavelli. Yes, we started. Got the boat ready. This is an orbital boat. It looks kind of fun. Looks a little small for 6 people, though. I've operated orbital boats before. I'll steer to our destination. Oh, that's cool. Laura can drive a boat. All right, we'll leave it to you. I still feel we ought to be the ones going out and searching. You shouldn't have trouble yourself with matters like this. Well, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're on the field study. This is what we do. Can't deny that. Needn't worry. Very well. I doubt there's anything more I can say that'd get you to change your mind. The last patrol of the castle was just a few days ago, and then there's no sign of anything unusual. Shouldn't be dangerous. I'm dubious on the place not being dangerous. The wind blowing from the direction of the castle does feel pure. Oh. It's cold and clear due to its connection with St. Sandlot and the Eisenritter. It's highly uncommon for monsters to settle there, so the children are most likely safe. It's impossible to rule out that an accident might have befallen them. We're good. Let's go. I and the other students will be awaiting your safe return. We'll protect the city while we're gone. Let's get this show moving. Do we get to see ourselves on the boat? Or do we just get... Oh, we do. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Wow, okay. I do appreciate that there's no, like, skybox. It's just a void around the water. Also, we are not moving. I just want to point that out as well. This boat, totally not going anywhere. What do you think that's waiting for us inside the castle? You passed it on the couch the moment we returned to the guild, but now it's simply popping with energy. You know this isn't a game, right? I know, I know. As long as Lammy's with us, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just grab those kids so we can go on exploring. Milliam, we're not here to explore the castle. We're here to save the kids. Oh. Did you guys just hear a bell? Oh, God. Came from the direction of the castle. Oh, it's glowing. Cool. That's whatever. That's, you know... I always appreciate the Castlevania-esque, you know, light show. Lohengrin Castle does have a bell tower, but as far as I'm aware, access to it's been sealed off. More importantly, who's been maintaining that bell? Who's ringing it? A bell tolling at night and the old stronghold of the Eisenritter. We'd best be prepared for anything. We're almost there. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head ashore. It'd be kind of interesting if the boys were, like, stuck in the tower or something and ringing the bell as, like, an SOS. That'd be cool. I suspect that's not what's happening. I suspect it's some sort of ghost thing, but I thought it would be an interesting explanation. Yeah, these kids rode all the way here. They must have taken a long time. Can't imagine who else it'd be. At least they appear to have reached the castle safely. Alright, it's past sundown. We need to find them as soon as we can. Alright. Why is there just a pile of stuff with some rubble here? That's a little weird. Whoop.
So this is St. Sandlot's old stronghold, Lohengrin Castle.
This is the first time I've come here at night. Be careful of your footing.
Up we go. Whoop.
Whoa, what's that?
Something strange about the castle.
Is that glow just the moonlight?
Well, oh, I can... This actually a dangerous area, technically. Okay, cool. Well, the castle's glowing, so that's cool. I do like how we could see the city way off in the distance, though. They always mention that there's another port on the other side of the lake, but we can never see it where Legram's all lit up. Interesting. Up we go. Oh, awesome. Cool. I do really like this, like, weird watery effect they have on all the textures for the castle. Lohengrin Castle.
So this is Lohengrin Castle.
Like, look at that water effect. It's kind of rippling off of it onto the rocks.
The ancient stronghold of St. Sandlot, gathering place of the warriors of old. It looks even more beautiful up close.
Cool.
Yeah, but what's up with that weird glow?
I've been here several times before, but I've never seen it like this.
I can sense a very strange wind blowing from within.
It is incredibly strange that the place is acting up on tonight of all nights.
It doesn't feel like monsters, though.
What a horrible night to have a curse, question mark?
I can feel it too. Like something is writhing around inside.
Oh, that's never a good description.
Wait, what kind of something? I feared as much. I can definitely sense the presence of the dead.
Oh, okay, Emma. Just whisper to yourself in your head about how we're about to fight ghosts. Got it. Cool. Check that one off the box. I appreciate as well that Milliam's scared.
Emma?
I think that's lots of fun.
I'm all right, but we're going to need to tread carefully in there.
Right. There's no telling what may happen when we venture inside. We should make certain we're ready before entering.
I mean, there's not really much for me to change, right? I can't buy anything, so I guess we gotta go in. Should we go in? Let's do it. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Wow. This is, that's a tall ceiling. What a waste of space. Oh, and we're locked in.
It won't budge.
Cool. Good
Did
start.
the door just seal itself shut on its own?
Are you about to have, like, the horror segment?
You stupid door! Lammy! Bust it open!
All we need now is some fixed camera angles and some limited resources, and we'll be
Well,
some
that
classic
was
survival
unexpected.
horror. Oh. Oh, Milliam does not like it
So
here.
not even Air Getlum can break us out of here?
It appears that there's a barrier in place.
What is that nonsense happening up on that balcony? What is going on with that door?
What kind of barrier? Are you talking about that strange symbol that appeared on the door for a moment?
How would you know something like that, Emma?
What, she said that there was a barrier that absorbed the punch. I'm pretty sure anyone with eyeballs could have figured that out, Reen.
Well, I've always had a pretty strong sixth sense about these kinds of things.
Okay.
So sometimes I can sense things that aren't visible to the naked eye.
Well, I mean, Reen and Gaius can do that too, so...
Sixth sense?
Fascinating.
Come to think of it, this isn't the first time you've reacted strangely to unusual phenomena.
Eustace has a point.
Reen, you can sense people. Gaius reads the wind. Why are you guys surprised about Emma's ability to recognize, like,
I've heard that people from the church
extraplanar
can make use of
things?
some strange powers. So are you a sister of the church or something?
Ah.
Kind of the opposite.
Ooh, she's a witch. She's a witch. That's so much fun. Does she ride around on a broomstick?
Oh, you got me. I've always been a big supporter of the church.
Yeah, right, that. I just need an excuse to see Emma with the big hat. Like the classic Final Fantasy Black Mage hat.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Emma, just who are you?
Is that really important right now?
What's that sound?
It's the bell we heard earlier.
Something's approaching to the left and the right.
So let me get this straight. Reen senses life and Emma senses death?
Monsters, is it?
No.
Ghosts.
These are no ordinary beasts.
Not afraid of no ghosts.
But we're going to have to fight them all the same.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Don't I need, like, silvered weapons and stuff?
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
Or do these ghosts, like, just get beaten up by regular attacks? They appear to... Oh, that's gonna one-shot me. Yep. Cool.
That's embarrassing.
I should have expected that. I appreciate Gaius being like, that was embarrassing. You know, man, it was. It was pretty embarrassing. Thank you for that. Getting one-shot by the first enemies we encounter.
Looks like we beat them.
Milliam does not like
Are
ghosts.
you alright, Milliam? What were those things?
Mysterious spirits. Though perhaps it would be more appropriate to call them fiends.
Fiends, okay. We're going the Final Fantasy X route. Got it.
Either way, they were no ordinary opponents.
The higher elements seem to be present here as well, and I suspect that's true of the whole castle.
Yeah, it did feel that way.
It's so weird to me where it's like Reen and Gaius like sense stuff and they have these otherworldly abilities, and then when Emma shows up, they're like, wow, that's so strange and weird. You're hiding something, Emma.
Though I'm still not sure what the ringing bell from earlier has to do with anything.
This place seems to be even more dangerous than we could have anticipated. And as long as that barrier remains in place, so will we. We're going to need to search for a way out.
How about we worry about those 2 boys that are stuck in here right now?
Okay, Emma. It looks like we're going to need to rely on this sixth sense of yours in order to navigate this castle safely. You don't have to tell us anything if you're not comfortable. Right now, our safety is in your hands. Can we count on you?
Yeah, I'll accept that this is what they're going for, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, of course.
All right. Then time is of the essence. With fiends like those roaming the castle, I'm even more worried about the children.
Thank you, Laura.
True. We should start looking right away.
We're going already. Can't we rest here a little longer?
Those fiends scared the strength right out of your legs?
No! That's totally not it!
You're more than welcome to stay here and wait.
Come on, Uses. Don't be like that.
Whoa, waiting by myself would be even worse!
Oh.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Right.
Well, Emma can now use her S-Craft Lord Albarian. Oh, and there's monsters everywhere. Awesome. I need to revive him. Can I use... I can't use skills to do that, can I? Does anybody have a Thelis? Literally no one has a Thelis. Okay, cool. Reviving ball. And... Nope. Hearts, thank you. Tira, got it. Cool. That should be enough HP. Alright, so we can't get out. Got floating swords and the like. Oh.
Let's get this over with.
How I'm gonna figure out what's the front and what's the behind of the swords, I don't know, but...
Second form, Gale!
Oh my goodness, they take a lot of damage.
It's my turn.
Smack them.
I'll handle this.
I would have liked to scan them, but I think it's dead. Cool.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Alright, so they take a lot of damage, that much is certain. Question's gonna be how much damage do they deal? Let's try and sneak up on another sword. Oh my goodness. Alright, please. Nope.
Bring it on!
I missed.
Here we
I
go.
missed him. Oh no.
Second form,
Gale. Oh no, Redeem just one-shot 2 of them.
Very well.
Okay. That's where we're at right now.
How pathetic.
Am I over-leveled or something? Why do these things die so fast? Are they just must be really weak, I guess. Some Wincept. Nothing. Can I rest? Why did I use those items to heal Gaius? I don't know. Apparently I'm blind. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Rest point? We're good. So...
Winds, give us your blessing.
Okay.
we have Wandering Armor and Wandering Swords. Let's scan the swords, since I haven't been doing that just yet.
All complete.
A sword from the Middle Ages capable of fighting by itself can take the life of an intruder with a single blow. Okay, so they're supposed to be damaging. Got it. They drop U material. Ooh. What is that? Did he just axe kick me? What the heck? I can't hit 3, really. Alright, well. Kill the sword. Cool. Got it. Can I kill this one, too? Not quite.
My turn.
I'd like to kill the swords, because I get the feeling they're damn dangerous when it comes to attacking.
All right.
I have an ailment of some kind out there, I think.
They're open.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that icon is, but I have a feeling it's not good. Or it might be, I don't know.
I'll handle this.
It might be from Gaius's, like, start of the fight buff, perhaps? Alright, scan him.
I've got it.
Wandering Armor. A suit of armor from the Middle Ages that gained the ability to move in a strange environment. Very sturdy. Alright, so they're just straight up armor and swords from the Middle Ages that became possessed.
Very well.
My turn. Now's our chance. There. You're finished.
Hey, finishing blow.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
You're not half bad yourself.
Cool. Alright, which way do I go? When in doubt, go left. That door opens. Okay, cool. Do the other doors open? Oh, there are two doors over there. One of them I think doesn't open by the looks of it. But let's give it a shot. Oh, no, there aren't two doors. That's a interior window? What is that? Whatever. It's fine. Not gonna think about it too much. Give me items. Loot. Healing items. Got it. Cool. Barrier seals the way. It doesn't seem like we can pass through. We'll need to find some way to open it.
You need a key to dispel a barrier like this. We should start looking.
Oh, okay. Well, now it starts to become much more suspicious, Emma, when you're spouting off quote-unquote key as the thing we need. Okay. This is a tower and a half right here. Let's make our way down, I guess. Oh. I guess he turned around. I don't know.
Now's our chance.
I think I was behind him.
Here we go.
Kill it.
Now's our chance. Use
Get the
it.
rush.
I'll handle this.
Uses his sword as going through Reen's leg in that pose.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
You're not half bad yourself.
Easy. Okay, cool.
This castle has no shortage of strange foes. Perhaps they really are
Don't say it!
Oh. Milliam does not like ghosts. While I said I ain't afraid of no ghosts, Milliam clearly is afraid of ghosts.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
I'll handle this.
Go.
Get him!
Yeah, I'm sorry for the trouble. Come on, Lammy!
Milliam, punch it.
There!
All right.
Okay, impact was not the answer. I should
Very
probably
well.
actually look. Oh, it is. Okay, that's the only thing it's really weak to. Aside from that, elements, earth. We'll just shoot it with an airstrike, see what happens. Can't be that bad, right?
Leave it to me. There.
I guess ghosts might have high magic resist. Not,
My turn.
not especially. Okay. Punch him.
Now!
Here.
Oh, almost.
Very well.
Go. Okay, it's safe for now.
Ooh, level up.
Great.
Level 48. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Oh, cool. Some sort of orb sitting on it. You think it's what we're looking for? I guess. This orb will disable the barrier on the door in the castle's east wing. Okay. Now we should be able to access another area of the castle. But you know, there's something else I'm curious about. Oh, hey look, it's another one of those doors. That's a huge door. I had my eyes on it since we entered the room. Doesn't it look a little similar to the door on the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse? I mean, other than the color, yeah, it's pretty much identical. Looks like the red door that giant armor was hiding behind. I seldom visit the castle much, so I'm afraid there's not much I can tell you. Aww. There's always a possibility that the children might have gone inside. We should check it just to be sure. Oh, do we have another boss fight? Iron Giant, are you in there? Knock knock. Doesn't seem like it wants to open. It seems as steadfast as the wall around it, if not more so. Can't see any sign the children would have gone inside. Well, I mean, if we can't easily open it, odds are they can't either. How did a door like this come to be in Lohengrin Castle to begin with? Even the patterns on it are like the ones in the door in the old schoolhouse. Huh. Odd as it might seem, maybe they are connected somehow. We did theorize the old schoolhouse may have been connected to Emperor Dreikel's in some way. Saint Sandlot was Dreikel's foremost ally, and on close terms with him even before he became the Emperor. It's not implausible there may have been a connection. Milliam seems suspicious. Whatever secret this door may hold, it's a dead end right now. We should turn around and look elsewhere. So I don't know what's behind that door. As far as I'm aware, I don't think I ever find out. Might I suggest the door we passed earlier, the one that was sealed with the barrier? We should be able to nullify the barrier now that it's orb. Astute as always. Cool. Is there anything else down here? Just grass? That's weird.
Oh,
Chest.
that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
A lunar robe. Ooh. Wow. A robe woven from hemp, once worn by a highly pious monk. What is that defense stat? Plus 70? What the? Holy. You know what, Reen? Put it on. Why not? What a piece of armor right there. Back up we go. Yeah, but I don't have the equipment set up for evasion right now. I know evade tanking is a thing you can do in this game. I just feel like until I can get the percentage high enough to justify it, it's not really worth it. Should have disabled the barrier here. What an unusual mechanism. This castle seems to have an abundant supply of unusual things, to say that nothing of the ghostly fiends prowling around. Uses. Don't say the G word. Well, at least we should be able to push further into the castle. Maybe a similar mechanism elsewhere in the castle. Just keep an eye out, everybody. I have to keep an eye on it, definitely. I mean, yeah, that's a way to do it. I'm fine the way I am. I will definitely probably transition over, though, to having more of an evade tank set up at some point. At the very least, I'll have one party composition with that in mind. Or, okay, whatever. Death blow? Screw it. Who needs it, right? Gale. Excellent.
My turn.
Can you kill this, please? Got it. Cool. I still haven't scanned these guys, so we're gonna need to do that. Makes the most sense for me to swap out Milliam, because I think she's the highest, or not the highest, but she's a higher level. We're gonna scan on a death blow turn. It would be interesting if that killed it, but it doesn't. Shadow Spirit, an eerie spirit that lacks a solid body, gives those who hear it nightmares, causing them to lose their sanity.
My turn.
Interesting.
They're open.
My turn. I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Laura got a level.
I've only just begun.
Hey, her health is no longer 6,999. Okay. Up we go. That's a dog.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
Why are there demon dogs? Hellwoofers, if you will. Dark canines. That's not fun.
Damn. Leave it to me. There. They're open.
Something for a more amusing name.
My turn.
If I attack this thing, it dies, and I would like to scan it, so let's not.
Okay.
Detect.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Dark
All
Canine.
complete.
A nocturnal canine monster that made its way into the castle. Aggressive with poison in its claws. So it's not a demon or a ghost or anything. It's just straight up a dog monster that happens to be here.
My turn.
Cool.
All right.
Wait, you have poison on your attacks all of a sudden? Or sleep? What? I think the status attack thing is definitely poison.
That was easy.
Thanks to you, at least.
Aw. Jars. I feel like a lot of this ancient pottery is probably worth a lot of money, and I'm just running around smashing it with my sword. Okay. Bunch of sept. I'll take that. So that's a transition. What's over here? Oh. Why am I being given 2 paths? Why must you do this to me?
Let's go. It's my turn.
Don't let me make decisions.
Now.
I'll help.
Go.
Gale.
Gale.
I'll handle this.
Yeah.
Luminous Ray? Can I hit both? No, that'd be too much to ask. Cool. Got it. Aren't these guys weak to like Earth
Arcus
or something?
activate. Now.
Let's give it a shot. Grand Press. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I'll take that.
I'll handle this.
Got him.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
We're doing it. Alright, what's in this chest?
Is that a treasure chest?
A fire bell. Ooh. That could actually really help out. Be able to integrate some more fire attacks in at some point. So this external corridor, that's the entrance hall. Weren't there treasure chests in the entrance hall?
Oh, that's a
There was
beautiful
a
looking
treasure chest. Okay. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a struggle? Fight me.
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
What is that? Death Slugger? What is going on? Reen, kill it. Kill it now. Please.
Another chance. There.
I'm so confused.
Very well.
What is that? What am I looking at right now? It's a cannon on a unicycle? No, it's not quite a unicycle. It's a penny-far thing with a cannon on top.
It's my turn.
Interesting. Okay. Let's
Analyzing
scan
the
it, I
enemy's
guess. What do you got for me?
All complete.
Purgatorial tank that mows down sinners in its wake. Moves ceaselessly, firing its cannon with reckless abandon. What is this? Wait, it has 2 legs? Oh, it's like a biped that's like strapped to 2 wheels.
All right.
Okay. Something about the monster designs in this game where I'm just like, sometimes I look at it and I think to myself, this is kind of horrifying. Why did they include this? In an otherwise, you know, not
This is it.
visually disturbing game.
My turn.
Which one gets the next turn? This guy? Can I hit him? No. Can't get to him with any of my attacks. Let's run at him and see what happens.
Go.
Oh, he's paralyzed. What am I, blind? Alright, whatever.
Second form.
Gale! Kill them all!
Now's a chance.
Reen, do it.
I'll handle this.
Oh,
Leave it to
wow. That was a lot more successful than I thought it would be.
I'll handle this.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Can you heal yourself? You can try, but
Here we go.
Reen's probably going to finish this fight before that happens. Yep, cool.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Making progress.
Aster Fire. Magic attack, area large, burn, and confuse. Muddles an enemy's cognitive abilities with flame. That sounds busted. 30% confuse, 30%
Just
burn.
getting started.
Wow. What do I get? Cats? Isn't that a grand or like a master quartz? Cats absorbs magic attacks. 50% chance. Wait, you just have a 50% chance of just not taking damage? You just absorb it? That's interesting. Weird. One of these days I'm going to mix and match some of these Master Quartz just to see what I can come up with. Oh, he would respawn. And then walk right up the stairs. Ugh. Fight me, I guess.
Winds, give us your blessing.
Oh, he's alone. Okay, never mind.
Here we go.
Just smack him until he dies. In fact, we're going to get a vanish turn, so he might just actually disappear.
Leave it to me.
Oh, and he's gone.
Together, we're unbeatable.
So think about the vanish effect, where it's not even, there's like no animation, there's no special effect or like particles or anything, and they get hit and then they're gone.
An external corridor. We must be on the north side of the castle.
We've gone pretty far inside now. I hope the children are safe.
It's kind of weird to me. I guess they built it into the side of this mountain, so that's why there's like grass and stuff inside. Or like much closer to the structure, where the structure's kind of integrated with the mountain. It's a very cool design. You get some peaks of the mountains in the distance. Ooh. Hello, Penny Farthing.
Let's
Fight
get
me.
this over with. I'll handle this.
Do I just noble
Now's our
command?
chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me.
The buffs, though. I don't really need this Zero Arts turn, but I have it, so let's try it. I think that's probably the same damage he would have done anyway. Let's take a look at what Aster Flare does as far as damage.
Flames. Aster Flare.
It's my turn.
So it's not great as far as damage goes. They happen to be resistant to the ailments that it was trying to apply, which is not great, but the spell could certainly be useful later.
Now,
I'll help.
this is it. Go.
Oh, definitely. I can only imagine trying to carve this mountain to the side, or carve this castle into the side of a mountain.
All right.
And then now it's just filled with
It's my turn.
penny farthings with cannons on top and floating suits of armor and swords.
Here we go.
Think about all that work. All that work somebody did. Now it's wasted.
Okay, it's safe for now.
That should suffice.
Wow. We did it.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Judgment Bolt? Rama, is that you? Where's that? Judgment Bolt. Bring down judgment upon foes with lightning. I mean, okay, that's pretty straightforward. How good is it, is the question. What do you have? Aerial strike and aerial. What does Breeze even give us? Recurry is pretty worthless in that respect, because we're not really using it. Let's try Judgment Bolt, why not? Slap it on there and see what we find. Down the way. Jars. Time Sep. Alright, I'll take that. Like, who maintains this? Shouldn't this all be, like, overgrown by now? They mentioned that people come through here every once in a while. And I guess last time they were here, they said they didn't encounter any monsters. Which, again, I guess is...
Oh, another barrier. Let's see if we can find the orb that dispels it.
This all seems strangely normal to her.
Yeah, it is a little odd. But... what was I saying? Oh, they said that people come through here to maintain the place every once in a while, but that they didn't encounter monsters like we are right now, which is somewhat telling, but oddly convenient that of all the nights for us to end up in here, it's the night where the place is full of ghosts. I wonder if because we came here the ghosts showed up, or the opposite.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand.
Nothing but trouble.
Come on, use this. She's just being careful. You know, trying to get down the ladder without hurting herself.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, I have a death blow. Alright, cool. Let's Gale.
The second form, Gale!
Very well.
Alright, Runeblade. Can I hit multiple? Not all that well. Treasure Sword's gonna hit 4.
Know your place.
Yeah, the dogs make sense. It's...
Leave it to me.
Oh, really? He killed them all? That's annoying.
Together.
It's all the ghosts, though. We're on our ghost-busting mission around here. What? Really? We just walked in here and it's right here? Just hanging out? Red orb. Cool. Very Devil May Cry of you. Back up the ladder we go, I suppose. Such an odd design. I'm always interested in these kinds of setups because obviously this is very gamey, the way this place is designed, but what would it have been like to try and live or operate in a castle like this? They mentioned that it was like a stronghold, so maybe it's designed to be confusing on purpose. So if they were ever attacked, it would be like hard to get around inside, but... Here we go. Oh. Those are... This isn't good. Oh no! The boys! They're being attacked by ghosts. Julian! Go away, you monsters. How did they get here? Wait a second. We had to find 2 magic orbs to unlock these magically locked doors. The only way this makes sense is if the doors only became locked when we arrived. Because otherwise these guys could never have gotten here in the first place. So it has to have something to do with us. Or maybe the boys got through safely somehow and triggered something that started all this. I wonder if it's the kids who caused all this to happen. Don't worry, we're here to save you. What a spin. There we go. They don't seem to be pleased that we robbed them of their quarry. Are they even, like, hungry? What are they eating? Their souls? Don't let them near the kids. Blow them away, Lammy.
You're in my way.
Leave it to me.
I mean, they're just, like, regular enemies, aren't they? They shouldn't be that scary. And I guess I don't get an advantage in this fight. Deadly Cry. Miss. Cool. I'll take the counter. Interesting, he's casting. That's an awful shame. Let's do that.
It's my turn.
I would very much appreciate it if I did not eat whatever that death blow is going to come out of, so... Where are you? It's one of these two. Alright, cool.
Dance, flames. Astral flare.
You could miss. That's, you know...
Very well.
I stand by my statement. Failure, always an option.
Know your
Treasure
place.
Sword.
Now.
Get the assist. Is it enough?
You're dead.
Finishing blow. Ah, yeah. The team coming together. I didn't get the death blow proc. That's annoying.
Here we go.
It's cool. It's dead anyway.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
No problem at all. Looks like we took care of them. You're not hurt, are you? That was so cool. Yeah, we're the heroes. Just like the Eisenritter from the old stories, considering their predicament, they don't seem to be any worse for wear. Yeah, they seem in pretty good shape. Actually, I think both of you have something to say. Hmm? Oh, right. Thanks for saving us. You stole a boat, entered property that is off limits to you without telling anyone where you were going. What do you think would have happened if we hadn't come looking for you? Who would have saved you? Do you have any idea where your parents, everyone else in town are doing right now? Yeah, you should be mad at them. Like, scolding them is definitely the right thing to do right here. Yeah, good job, kid. I mean, you're kind of the one who got him here, but at the same time, you were stood up for your buddy. You're willing to protect him. No need to put yourselves in danger. Users are actually embarrassed that you got thanked by a kid. Oh, hush, you impudent brat. I feel like the Millium uses ship must be a thing. Someone must like it. Now that all that is left is finding a way out of the castle. Come to think of it, we couldn't have entered the room until we disabled the barrier. How did you two get inside? Yeah, I'm incredibly interested. How did it happen? When we first came in here, everything was normal. We were on our way to the top floor, but as soon as we came in here, suddenly there was a pale haze everywhere. These strange circles appeared on the doors, and we couldn't open it anymore. We didn't know what to do. So when they got to this room specifically, the place locked up. Okay. If we want to leave, we'll just have to deal with whatever's causing all this. There must be some way to disable the barrier on the front door. What is it, Emma? What is your sleuthing abilities? Have a Sherlock Holmes moment? I can sense something coming from the top floor of the castle. Mysterious energy flowing out from there like a wellspring. You can sense something. More or less, yes. That's the only clue we have to go on right now, so we might as well go up and take a look around. Almost feels like she's starting to be more forthcoming with her insights. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to take the kids with us. There's enough of us that we'll be able to keep them safe. No telling what kind of danger we'll run into. It makes sense to bring them along. Yeah, I mean, this is not a kind of environment we can tell them to hold up somewhere. So let's take some kids with us. We got some escort questing going on. Let's have ourselves look at the source of the mysterious energy. I'm not sure if I prefer like the actual escort mechanics in Trails in the Sky.
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Or not including them instead, in this instance, where they don't show up in combat and you don't have to worry about protecting them. I guess with the amount of like big area of effect attacks and all that, it probably would be kind of unplayable. I do like that they're still included on the right-hand side with all the other character art, though. Oh. Ooh. This is nice. Nice little, like, top of the tower garden area. Interesting.
This looks like...
We've reached the...
Let's get this over.
Unfortunately, I have to fight this enemy.
It's my turn.
They're trying to say stuff, but hopefully we can listen to it later.
My turn.
Gale!
Gale!
Yes! Give me the unbalance.
Now's our chance.
There.
Assist.
My turn.
Ariel?
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
She has 0 arts. Let's go Dark Matter? Actually, wait. Yes, definitely Dark Matter.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll do enough damage to just kill them straight out.
Yeah.
My understanding for Unbalance is that certain enemies are weaker
What a
to
waste of
specific
time. Let's
kinds of
go.
physical attacks, and then there's just a percentage chance of it happening. You can raise that chance by, like, scanning enemies and stuff. What were we listening to? Voice. Active voice.
We've reached the uppermost floor. The bell tower is ahead.
The energy source is nearby, almost there.
Okay, so we're just about to get to the top. I think I see it glowing in the distance, so... Save again. Run on over here. Oh, that's just a light. We have to take a left and then go to the next room where we will instead find a different thing. Could raise this. See, that's what I mean when Sleeper, when I say that I don't normally try and go for the dominant strategy, because a lot of times it's like, oh, this thing is so overpowered, it's the obvious solution. And it's just like, I feel like the game's not hard enough, really, that you need to, necessarily. But I appreciate getting through the game going that way if you're just trying to play through the story and you want to enjoy that. In my opinion, I kind of enjoy having to work with maybe limited resources in a way, where you only have what you brought with you, and you just kind of make do. Just feels more natural, I guess. Like how I played games when I was a kid, right? Where I just sort of did things and hoped it worked and had a vague understanding of the repercussions. Well, it's a big, dark, evil-looking
What is
orb.
that? It looks like the orbs we've come across before,
Yup, cool.
but it's far larger. I have an uneasy feeling about it.
There's a cold, pale light flickering inside of it.
Well, I mean, that's cool too, right? Where you're just, like, mowing through them like you're just this
Man, it's
crazy, overpowered
huge.
hero.
Kinda pretty.
I definitely sense some kind of power coming from it. Is this the source of the energy you were sensing earlier, Emma?
There's no doubt about it. I suspect this orb is the cause of all the strange things going on in this castle.
Okay, but so they mentioned that people come in here and look at this place and do some maintenance. Did we not know this was here, or did this appear recently?
If we can destroy it, I'm betting everything will return to normal.
I'm very interested in how all of this happened. Did somebody show up and put this here?
Just leave it to me!
Was it like a matter of time that it was gonna appear eventually? That like things like coalesced? Was it triggered by something?
What?
I have a suspicion that I won't find out until the next game, probably.
Hold on, Milliam.
But
Don't sweat it. Lemmy's busted up tougher looking stuff than this.
I feel like this isn't gonna work.
Let's smash this orb and get out of this creepy castle already.
You idiot, we have no idea what it might do.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, could be a WMD. You hit it, it blows up, the whole region's just gone in a flash.
Go, go, Lemmy!
Oh, there it is. We're all dead. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're fine.
Milliam!
Other than Milliam getting kind of
What did I
buried
just
right
say?
there.
Are you all right?
I forgot about those stupid barriers.
Milliam's
It makes
just...
sense that it would be protected by one of those barriers.
I mean, that seems likely. Although, how do we... If we can't deal with the barrier at the gate, and the thing that's making the barrier at the gate is also protected by the same barrier, what do we do? More importantly, it seems like Milliam is in a hurry to get out of here because of the
Something's
spooky
wrong.
ghosts.
What's happening to it?
Oh.
I feel an incredible torrent of energy pouring out of it.
Oh, we're all dead.
Everyone get back.
Oh, well. Oh, it's a ghost. It's an actual ghost. Nosferatu, the immortal king. Okay.
What is that?
A bone-faced fiend.
All right. I can dig it. Let's
could it manifest something like that in the real world?
A Nosferatu. So there are multiple Nosferatu. It is not a name, it is a title. How can it manifest something like that in the real world?
It's on a completely different level than the foes we've encountered so far.
That's so confusing. Where is it from?
Julian, Carno, get behind us.
What? What is happening on
There's no way
screen
we can
right
afford
now?
to lose. Not here. Let's give it everything we've got.
All right, well.
Right.
This will take everything.
Oh, and it has ads. Cool. It couldn't just be a boss.
All right.
All right, whatever. It's fine. Part of me wants to get rid of the ads with Calamity Hawk, but I can't do that because they're too far away.
Go.
I'm positive I didn't, Sleeper. It's fine. What could go wrong? Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I had something equipped that makes me ready for it, but I suspect that that's not the case. I can say with some certainty that I am not prepared.
Crescent Shell.
But since the game didn't tell me to prepare, so to speak, I don't think that's my fault. Hey, you missed. Easy. I think we're fine. I think Gaius is a dodge god, and we'll be okay.
Leave it to
See?
They're open.
We're fine.
Understood.
Oh, yeah. All right,
I'll
cool.
handle this.
Okay, what is this guy weak to? Ice, really? Ugh. That's not good. I haven't scanned him, have I? Is he immune to freeze? He's not immune, but he is resistant.
Know your place.
Can I turn this ghost into an icicle? Is that an option?
Go.
It doesn't look like that's what happened, or at least doesn't sound like it. No, it did not. Ow.
Here we go.
Okay, well, smack me with a stick, I guess. Slash this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, do we? I wasn't aware of this. Can you scan this guy?
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
Man, I work overnights, alright? I don't need fast food. Everywhere's closed by the time I even start work. They do indeed. But I live in a very, well, I wouldn't say a very small town, but I don't live in the most, most populated place in the world. Nosferatu, an immortal king from an ancient legend with authority over souls. Takes the souls of the innocent and devours them.
Get back.
Ooh, the counter. Call ally. Aw, come on. Ugh.
My turn.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Now is our chance. Don't let it pass. Right.
Leave it to me.
You're mine.
Here we go.
I could definitely see somebody making that mistake, yeah. Okay, let's go
There.
cancel this guy. Oh, really? Alright, whatever. It's fine. We're gonna Calamity Hawk after this and see what happens, I guess.
You're in the shoe. Crystal Saber.
Okay. Calamity Hawk has 200, and it has the damages, so...
Grant me your strength.
They're starting to change that a little bit in Ontario. You can buy, like, beer and stuff at Walmart now. but... Oh. Oh, he ate me. Oh, I'm confused as well. What? What just happened? We have that too, yeah. But it's like super limited what you're allowed to have outside of a government-owned place. Where can I restore? Where can I heal things? I guess I still have party members like just hanging out, don't I?
Handle this?
Understood.
Radiant Waltz? Why not?
Behold the might of the Arcade School. Radiant Blade Dance.
That's not what it's called. Alright, give me Reen back. Thank you. Cool. We're just gonna roll all of the S-crafts one after another. Let's just do it. What could go wrong? Oh, I got the burn.
Handle this.
How I set the ghost on fire? Who knows? It's done now, though. Milliam
I leave
still
this
has
to
one.
you.
Come on, Lammy!
You don't have a buff. But I wonder, how much health does it have left? 16k? Alright, I'm definitely not killing it. That much is certain. I'm gonna wait for it to call more allies then, I guess. Can I, here's Sleep and Nightmare. Well, Nightmare is what she has now, but she's also confused. Let's give it to her.
That's for you!
Yeah, but then I'd have to set turns aside to go do that. You kidding me right now? Alright, we're fine. Ow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Alright, cool. That happened. Can I get a turn, maybe? No? Okay, cool. Thank you. Huh. Get her up.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Flame's turn, a flame slash.
Flames, gather on my blade.
Just have Reen take 2 turns in a row. No problem there. Get the free burn, because we can. I don't really care too much how much damage this does. Oh, that's not bad.
My turn.
Oh, it's not a free burn, because even though it says 100%, he's resistant. Cool, that's fine. She might do enough damage. If she doesn't, we're probably dead. But I'm willing to risk it. Got him. That was close, though. I don't think she killed him by very much.
Well, that's that. Let's get going.
I love when you get ×2 experience, and it's just like, you can only get 10,000 XP. You're not allowed to have more.
Great.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Now we're level
Nice.
49. Savage Fang. Skewers foes with great force. Unbalance plus 20%. Cool.
A matter of course.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Not bad.
I'd have to, like,
I did it!
stop and pay attention and, like, count. Like, do the math versus how much XP I had before and versus how much I have after. It's weird to me, though, that they would put it as 9,999 and not just make the number higher, because
Did we
I feel like
win?
there wasn't, like, a reason why they needed to limit the number on display.
What a terrifying opponent.
So that was...
It's not that old of an RPG that they would be limited to, like, number count, right?
Careful. Something still feels wrong.
What?
Do we have to fight another one? Oh,
Watch out.
oh, it's an enemy that explodes.
idea it had this much power left.
Why is Gaius so far in the back?
Laura! Are you okay?
Are those actually children voice acting?
This is bad! Even Lammy can't move!
Looks like I've got no choice.
Reen, do the thing.
Reen, no!
Be the hero.
If you're not careful, you'll be drawn into it.
What are you?
Whoop. Camera pan. Ooh.
What?
What was that?
What was that? Where did that even come from? Oh. Excuse me? Game? No? We're not gonna... Deus Ex Machina, question mark? We
Is
were
everyone all
saved
right?
by the plot. I'll take it. I mean, we had a boss fight that we won. It's okay if the plot saves us afterwards.
I'm fine. That was really bright.
That is... Julian is totally a child. There is no... That is straight up a child voice actor. There's no way that that's anything else.
What just happened?
I have no idea. It all happened so quickly.
No, I mean to say the voice actor is a child.
I heard the sound of something piercing through the air.
Like, the common thing to do, obviously, is just to have a woman voice young boys. But that definitely sounded like it was an actual kid.
Yeah, right through that orb, too. It looked like a lance. But how could someone hurl something that large with that much force?
Reen, you've seen people do some crazy stuff.
A lance?
Yeah, and whoever threw it was standing right up there until just a moment ago.
Interesting.
It was a golden-haired woman, shrouded by a strange light.
Reen saw this pretty clearly, oddly enough.
Golden hair, you say?
But that sounds just like...
Laura!
That's impossible.
Do you mean to tell me that Saint Sandlot is either still alive
Hey, wait for me!
or appeared as a ghost to save us? I mean, you're obviously not going to find her at the top of the stairs. She's not just going to be standing there to say hi. But that's an interesting way for this to play out.
There's no one here.
Not that I honestly expected there would be.
Yeah, Usus and I, we agree, right?
That pale glow surrounding the castle seems to have disappeared, too. Is that because the orb was destroyed?
Most likely.
But that would mean the lance that destroyed it.
The Lance Maiden.
Interesting. Oh,
I thought it might have been her, but it seems like it was the Steel Maiden.
is this another title for the same person again? She has a lot of titles.
Still, we really are out of time.
Why do they put... Because it's obviously Celine, right? Like, it's got to be the cat. Why would they put her in, like, that silhouette? As if we wouldn't be able to figure it out.
I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Woo! We did it. Field study day 3. Yeah, thank you, Klaus. We will certainly try. Not being more of service to you during your long-awaited return. I mean, you did all kinds, Klaus. Thank you. Hardly any time to relax and enjoy yourselves. On the contrary, I had ample time. Yeah, it was nice. Got all kinds of nice cultural exchange, got to help all kinds of people, nearly got killed by ghosts. Pretty normal field study. Sounded like they got a real earful from their families, though. It was just, what was it we witnessed yesterday? Yeah, Yuzus. I love that Yuzus is the one who's like, can we all stop for a second and be like, hey, ghosts, ? Can we talk about this? That lance that saved our skins last night could have come from. I only know what you've told me, I'm afraid. There's no doubt in my mind that it was Saint Sandlot. She must have sensed our peril confronting the strange specter and chose to lend us a helping hand. Yeah, but she's got to be long dead by now. Considering the situation, it's almost hard to believe it could be anything else. I mean, given what we saw when we were in there, I guess it's believable, but... Of all of us, you have the least right to say it was just a dream. Come on now. One of the accounts of Saint Sandlot's death places it right around this time of year, so it's almost the anniversary, and last night was a full moon. It doesn't seem all that implausible that her spirit might manifest itself somewhere like the castle. Even if all that stuff about Saint Sandlot is true, that doesn't explain all the weird stuff you did yesterday. Learned a lot about curses from my grandmother growing up, and working with barriers and all that difficult. Isn't all that difficult, you put your mind to it. Okay. She's trying to play it off, but it's pretty abundantly clear everyone knows she's hiding something. Yeah, I guess we gotta get to the fort, don't we? Or fort or gate. I can't remember. It's a military base we're headed to. I know that. Yeah, we can say hi to everybody on the way out. Do they give us stuff, maybe? How's everyone doing in here? Sounds like these two kids are thinking long. Those two kids are thinking long and hard about what they did. If they truly wish to become stronger, they'll come join us in the training hall. There you go. They can learn how to fight, and then they can go to the castle themselves and protect themselves and stuff. Oh, and we told everybody what we saw? Okay. All is well that ends well. No finer way to spend the morning than training. I wish we could come back and fight them. In fact, we didn't even really fight them the first time. The game just kind of cut to black and said we beat them. Would have been cool to fight off a bunch of slightly weaker versions of Laura, I guess. Really was losing myself in a panic. Meanwhile, father remained calm and collected through it all. I never would have been able to calm down were it not for him. Irresponsible as he may be, perhaps there's more to him than meets the eye. Maybe he's the reliable sort. Maybe that's what we're supposed to learn. I just wish there was I was there to catch a glimpse of her myself. I had plenty of material for my stories. Ooh. I guess the kids would probably enjoy the story of Class 7 fighting off a horrible demon and being saved by a long-dead saint. Why are the three of them posed the same and lined up? Hello, ladies. Oh, okay, that's cool. We get some celestial pasta soup. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. I mean, I know why they're doing it. I'm just... I'm indulging the game a little bit here. In fact, enough for your lady friends, too. Wait, what about the guys? You did muster up an admirable performance yesterday, but don't forget, we won't forgive you if you get too close to Lady Laura. Lest you blithely forget, take these as our helpful reminder. And some roasted fry-up. I don't think I need the wind to clue me in on what they're applying. Must this petulant gaggle be annoying right to the very end? They mean well. Still doesn't give you an excuse to get all close and personal. Keep your distance! Please do be careful. I hope you continue to flower in the fertile soil of Academy life. Do come back and visit again. fact that you'll be leaving us again means pining soon return, begin anew. Oh well, we'll be fine. Hey. Hey, no problem. He wouldn't. Oh, she's crying. Oh god. Don't worry, Carno, it's gonna be okay. Stop crying, okay? It's like this ever since we got back. I'm really sorry. Aw. Put my Junior Eisenritter dreams on hold until I'm a more dependable man. There you go. Catch you later, doggo. Good job, Milliam. She should have said doggo. Seems like Julian and Carno were trying to form a little group, the Junior Eisenritter they were calling it. They've had us all worried, but the idea for a kid in Legram would definitely dream up. Let's try to do the same thing. Ah, okay. Oh, so is it hereditary? is that what they're implying here? Look forward to the day when you all come back to visit Legram. Of course, it'd be nice if you could enjoy a more relaxed stay. Oh. Well, I don't think anywhere we ever go we're going to get a relaxed stay. We seem to have a habit of bringing trouble wherever we go. Sierra and her friends have been beside themselves with despair. Yeah. Please do come back. We will certainly try. One day we will return. There's a fisherman guy, I have to say. Walks around in the castle last night. Was wafted away all of a sudden. It's got to be an omen. Spirits summoned her to save the children. Is that what happened? It wasn't us who saved the children. It was... I mean, I guess it's partially both sides. Really can't thank you enough. Thank you, Sven. Giving this fool the scolding of a lifetime, too, so don't worry. Take care of your journey. How you doing there, Julian? Maybe his IDEO is telling us not to misbehave anymore. Dad really let me have it when I got home. I'll be careful from now on. Okay, man. I'll be taking Julian along with me to pray today. Thanks to Idios and the spirits, they returned safely. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Especially when some sort of otherworldly force showed up. Can we interact at all with the statue on the way out? Nope. Okay. You'd think there would have been like some sort of scene where we thank her or something like that. Save the game. Into the station. What should we do? Let's head on out. Need to buy our tickets for the trip to Gorelia Fortress. That's what it was. Hey, Yuzus, want to buy me some snacks? Buy your own food. Something tells me Yuzus is going to end up buying her snacks anyway. He seems like that kind of guy. It's the cat, and she's floating. I saw it. There's a portion of that camera angle where you can see she's not actually touching the ground. And we're on the train. I can see the castle for a second there. I find it kind of interesting that the train's mostly empty, but we all still sit, like, right in the same section, all bunched up. Also that they separate the boys and the girls to either side. The forest is quite dense around here. Still, always for life. Yeah. Saw a lot of weird things in that castle. It was one thing after another the moment we walked through the door. Via rail. What are you looking at me for? Never mind. It's pretty great. Do you have this much fun on all your field studies? I wish it was a little longer. Those 2 days went by pretty quick. Well, yeah, I was going to say, we got another location to go to. We got a whole week-long event. Looks like I must bid farewell to Legram once again for the time being. Wasn't expecting to, but I can't help but feel a little homesick. Yeah, it was a little sad to have to leave home again. True. Seems like a place where nobles can learn much from. Definitely like to visit again. Well, it's awesome that Yuzus is kind of learning that. You all are more than welcome in Legram anytime. Thank you, though. Oh, cool. I have never really made much use of the Canadian train system. I have definitely made use of the bus system many a time, though, and I agree, it's not ideal. Continue to learn and grow between now and when I return next. After leaving Legram, we changed trains in Borehard Station and rode the Kreutzen main line north, heading towards Keldik. I would assume we're going to meet up with the other group on the way here. Although, where they went, I think they only got like 1 day or something like that. They had to, because they went to the other side of the country. You want to talk about horrible travel stories? At one point, I tried to fly out of the Niagara International Airport, which is it's an American airport just over Niagara Falls, like just over the border. When I got there, I was supposed to leave on the plane at like 10 a.m. to go to Florida. The plane was delayed for 14 hours. We had to take our luggage back with us over the whole operation because we stayed in the airport for that time. They had to rent buses for us to get on to go to the Buffalo airport because our plane couldn't land at that airport. So we bussed to Buffalo to get on our plane and then fly away. And that whole operation took probably like 16 hours. So where I was supposed to get there at like noon, I ended up getting there at like 2 a.m. the next day. It was some yikes, my dude. Alright, so we're going to take the Transcontinental Railroad to Corellia Fortress on the Empire's eastern border, where they have the big guns. Something referred to as the walls. As the wall that protects the nation from the threat of the Kalvar Republic. Referred as ludicrously gigantic, almost an icon of military excess. Also houses the 2 railway guns and has a military exercising grounds on the premises. Okay. 2 massive orbital cannons pointed toward the east at Calvard. Or more specifically, they're aimed at the buffer zone between us and them, Crossbell State. They are pretty crazy. It's like you're looking at the Mountain of Iron, and it's pretty overwhelmed when I first saw it. So she's been there before. Yeah, Gramps took Claire, Lecter, and me to see them one time. These are the mightiest weapons wrought by the hands of man since the Great Collapse. I want you to consider what it means that such weapons have been placed here. Something like that, anyway. Interesting that he would say that, because he's not... It doesn't... What he's saying doesn't read like he's minimizing them, right? Like, he sort of has a reverence for the reality of what they are. He has a flair for their dramatic, I'll give him that. Maybe that's a way to interpret it. Today's the day, isn't it? The day that Chancellor is selected to depart for Crossbell with Prince Olivert. Trade conference snuck up on us. Oh yeah, Toa's gonna be there. Lecter's gonna be there too. I want to go to Crossbell. It's supposed to be a really famous theater group there, and they have a huge theme park, huh? I'm sure one day I will find out about it. That's what I've heard too. Heard, though, probably know more about it than I do. Apparently, President Toa is going to be there. Yay, Toa! She never fails to impress. I hear she's getting job offers from a bunch of different companies ready to hire her right after graduation. She's the pride of the academy. Best girl, confirmed. Game keeps reminding me. 9:30. Where's the rest of the class? I gotta get through these scenes because I'm actually running out of time. All passengers disembarking here in Keldic, please exit the platform via the bridge. I repeat, do not approach the rope barriers on platform 1. Oh, okay. Wishing to travel on Transcontinental Railway, please wait on platform 2. Okay. Oh, we're already on platform 2. No problem then. Just hang out. This is an oddly silent scene. Okay. What's going on here? All this security feels kind of ominous. So that's actually a really nice touch. They opted not to include any music to make the player feel uncomfortable about the scene, to emphasize the like ominous feeling. They retcon the Toa thing. What, she doesn't appear in that game? In the other games, I should say. It seems that the railway military police is guarding the opposite platform. Oh, yeah, I wonder if...
Well, isn't this quite the coincidence?
Ah, coincidence, is it? Claire?
Captain Claire!
How did you end up here? That makes me sad.
It's Claire!
Trails games need more Toa in them.
Did you come to see me?
Of course she did.
Just a coincidence, I'm afraid.
I think you're lying.
Eisengraf will be passing through here soon, so this station's operating under heightened security.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right!
Still, I'm happy to see you again. It's been, what, 2 months since I last saw you?
The head pats, though. She's really attached to Captain Claire. I mean, it's got to be like a sister, like an older sister perspective, I would imagine. And when she says Eisengraf, I assume she means... if I had to guess, I think I have a recollection of it being something like a specialty train car for the Chancellor. Both of them are Iron Bloods. At any rate, good day. Let me thank you for all your help during the recent crisis in Heimdall. That's what we're there for. We simply did our duty as citizens of the Empire. More importantly, what's the meaning of all of this extra security? What's this Eisengraf? As in Iron Count, right? You see what I mean soon enough. Special express train will momentarily pass by platform 1. The train will be passing through at high speed, so travelers on the platform are advised to exercise caution. Oh, so it's just going to blow right through the station? This confirms it? Oh, okay. Whoosh. It's Toa. I saw her. She was there. Yeah. There's Toa. And there's Prince Olivert. Yeah, but the Sharingan allows you to see things before they happen, not slow down. And the Chancellor. Let me guess, he's going to look at us. He's going to open... Yeah, there it is. I knew. I knew. I thought, didn't they do something like that in the DC, the one during the fight with Superman? When he like looks at the Flash? Oh my god. Alright, it's cool. That was the Eisengraf. Heard the rumors, the special Crimson train, and it's reserved for use by the Imperial government. I've been on it before. It's really fast. And it's fancy. The Iron Count, in common parlance, was so titled in honor of Chancellor Osborne himself. Well, I do hear him called the Blood and Iron Chancellor all the time, but so I can understand the iron part. Isn't the Chancellor a commoner by birth? He is indeed, however he was granted the title of Count by His Majesty when he was made Chancellor 11 years ago. Oh, so he is a new noble, so to speak. That's what led to the train being given the name shortly thereafter. Okay. Well, yeah, because Carl gets referred to as, like, His Excellency or something like that, doesn't he? Something bothering you? What's going on? Not really. Just happened to catch a glance of Toa and Prince Olivert on the train as it passed by. I'm surprised you could even make them out. Must have a hawk's eye to be able to see them when the Eisengraph whooshed by so quickly. Well, I mean, Rean does have some pretty crazy physical capabilities. Probably just a coincidence. More than just a glance, though. I could see them clearly and in detail. What was that just now? Question mark. I mean, we know that when he uses, like, his special powers, he enhances his physical capabilities pretty significantly, so it's not unreasonable to assume that would affect, like, his senses as well. I wonder if there's some sort of, like, bleed, where the more he uses it, the more it starts to affect his regular, like, his regular day-to-day. Looks like we didn't have to wait long after all. Like, imagine your entire life seeing everything in slow motion because your eyes operate at a faster speed than everyone else's. It'd be pretty miserable, I imagine. Whoop. Is it the B team? Is Team B on here? Bunch of civilians, cool. There they are. There. Oh, see? Thank you, Elisa. We haven't got all day. We saved you some seats. Oh. Hype. Hop on, everyone. See you later, Claire. Oh. Crow and Sarah coming on out after everyone else? Together. Interesting. Who's that classy-looking babe? Ah, I should have guessed. It's just stayed on the train. Shouldn't we hurry? Isn't that bell meant to, like, get on right now kind of thing? Suspicious. Word from Squad 8. No unusual movements have been detected near the Twin Dragon Bridge. We also received word from Squad 21. All high-speed armored cars are in position. Once it reaches Crossbell City, we'll have squad switch to Phase D. Are you sure the Imperial Liberation Front will show themselves? I mean, that's pretty likely. I don't know. Anyone with a brain can figure out they're going to try and do something at the trade conference, right? Like, that's... It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. They said they saved us seats, and then we're all standing, and they're sitting down. Well, that's not very nice. I guess, yeah. Kind of hard to believe you saw the ghost of Leanne Sandlot. Well, I mean, we saw a lot of other ghosts, too. Are you sure you weren't just hallucinating or something? Yes. Machias, we didn't all have a collective hallucination. Well, obviously, they saved a different section. I find it funny that they said they saved seats, and then it cuts to all of our characters standing up. Ghost or not, there's definitely someone there. It's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I'm more concerned with the affairs of the living, like where Toval and the Radiant Blade Master went. I love how Sarah just brushes off the whole ghosts thing as if that's not that big a deal. Maybe she's fought ghosts before. Up to something, too. He's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jurai Special Economic Zone, though I guess it makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. It was annexed 8 years ago. Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat without much opposition. Oof. That's a way to put it, Crow. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seems like a pretty lively place. The revenue generated from the taxes there goes directly to the Imperial government coffers, instead of the pockets of the nobility. It's hardly a mystery why the reformists think so highly of it. Ah, makes sense. Regions directly answering to the central government. Cool. A little concerned about the upcoming trade conference with Crossbell. Same goes for the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since, yeah, I mean, we know something's going down. It's a shame we're not there. Hopefully someone's there who can help them. Somehow that's why we're going to the Corellia Fortress. Not the main reason, but it's not entirely unrelated. I'll let you look forward to finding out when we get there. How many of you passed through Corellia Fortress by train before? Only Milliam. And Fee, perhaps? She didn't raise her hand, but she didn't say no. I see. Just us, huh? I can't wait to see everyone's first reactions. Oh, Crow's been there too. Interesting. When did Crow get there? Oh, and Elliot, maybe? I've seen it in photographs, at least. A camera really can't really capture how ridiculous it is. It's supposed to be this macho gateway to the Empire, but it just seems like it's trying way too hard. Oof. The gateway to the Empire and one of the largest military bases in the country. I look forward to the chance to see it in person then. Well, I guess we will get there eventually. The Twin Dragon Bridge, cool. Only one of those bridge icons is actually on the river. The left one is missing. It's not actually on top of the river on the map. That kind of stuff bothers me. Fix it, please. The train carrying Class 7 continued its ride in the Transcontinental Line. Heading east, they passed the Twin Dragon Bridge, a Kreuzern Provincial Army base, and several stations later, it's finally time to pass through Corellia Fortress, which loomed large on the border. 11:20. The Ministry of Railway wishes to thank all passengers. Next stop is Corellia Fortress. The train will stop for 5 minutes. Please be aware that only authorized personnel may disembark. All photographs are prohibited within the fortress and punishable by law. Ooh. You can't record either. Okay, that's interesting. That was it sounded pretty severe for a train announcement. We are passing through a military facility. I don't think they're being unreasonable. Do you really think that's the issue here? I'm not sure having that be one of the first things a foreign visitor hears gives a very good impression of the country. Yeah, that is a little questionable, especially if this is a train line that's coming into the country from outside. I think because it's transcontinental, perhaps the train goes through the fortress and into Crossbell, I think. What in Idios' name is that? So they don't want people taking pictures while on the train, like as they pass through, I guess? Oof. She's a biggin'. There's a steel wall right there. Eastern border, Corellia Fortress. Okay. I was looking at the map. I thought that's where it would go, but obviously I can't ride it there at this point. I wonder if in any of the Cold Steel games we'll eventually get to the point where we can go from place to place, like without it being dictated to us. This is Corellia Fortress. The entire place is built from iron and concrete. Just how much money has the army dumped into building all this? Probably a lot. Fair enough. From the Crossbell side, all you can see is a cliff, though. Yeah, but those two railway guns still poke through it. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's just, I mean, to say, so, like, for comparison's sake, since they aren't as poor anymore, yeah. I'd be interested just to see if you're able to go back to places that you've visited freely, rather than having everything kind of locked behind you as you go. What did you bring us out here to show us? What else? I mean, obviously it's the fortress. Because, like, obviously... Yeah, okay, cool. Because I was going to say, in this game, right, everywhere you go, once you go there and leave, you never get to come back. You don't have the freedom to really revisit stuff. We're here to see the true essence of what makes an army. What comprises the military strength and forms its foundation. And what other place in the Empire has that on display as clearly as here? I was gonna say, if you ever wanted to see what military excess looks like... Well, yeah, that's what I meant, right? Because Trails in the Sky does that, but Trails of Cold Steel 1 doesn't. And obviously, I don't know... Realistically, I don't really know all that well for Trails in the Sky, but I just kind of assumed that was something you could do. And for Trails of Cold Steel, I only know... Realistically, I only remember pretty much up to this point. After this, I have a very, very limited, recollection of the plot, other than, like, the super important stuff. Engineers and tradesmen? I mean, it's a military facility. That makes sense. Like Mishi Panic. Exactly. It's almost like its own town here. I mean, I guess if you have this big military structure and on the other side of the fortress is more or less a straight shot to Crossbell City, right? To think that such a bustling center of trade is so close to a massive military facility like this. Crossbell City only about 30 minutes away. Okay. From the top of the fortress, you can even see the skyscraper where the trade conference is going to be taking place.
Arrived.
Oh, you're in a different uniform.
Instructor Neidhart.
Good morning, Major Neidhart.
Major Neidhart. There you go.
Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7.
So it's my understanding that, oh, and now I think about it, we're a military academy.
Arrival of myself and all students in my care.
I guess we...
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Gorelia Fortress.
I guess we do have to salute.
In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division.
Cool.
I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the fortress. Now, if you'll follow me...
This is alternate reality Cloud? Nah. Nah, Cloud is a very different personality than Neidhart. Wait, why did the doors open? I know the camera wanted to get through, but the doors don't know that. I guess, maybe. It might, like an alternate reality Kingdom Hearts Cloud, maybe? Well, I should point out as well, spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, anybody. Cloud does get into the army. Just, he doesn't move up the ranks. He just doesn't get, you know, other fringe benefits to being part of the army. Including today. You have 2 days remaining in your field study. Okay. We won't be assigning you any tasks. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. A field trip here? What exactly does that entail, instructor? You gotta be kind of... I feel like I have to be kind of careful with some Final Fantasy VII spoilers, what with the remakes coming out. Because there's probably going to be quite a few people who don't know the plot, who would potentially play the game for, like, their first time. What? The fact that Square decided to wait, like, 20 years to make a remake? Longer than that? I think it's like 22 years or something like that. 22, 23? It's like 1997, I think. Joint military exercise will be taking place in Gorelia Fortress Proving Ground. 1,400 hours today. 4th and 5th Armored Divisions will both be participating, and you will observe it. Okay. I mean, I should point out, Sleeper, some of these people are, you know... Some of the people watching on Twitch or who might play the game were born after the game came out. You gotta remember, people born in 2001 are 18 this year. I forget sometimes too, man. Exactly, it just doesn't happen. By all accounts, I'm one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. And did you know that our friend Major here is their most promising young member. It's true. Disgusting. Yeah, exactly. As I said, you'll have to be observing this exercise, not actively participating in it. I imagine some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like a pretty easy assignment, but we'll see how many of you feel the same experience and get for yourselves. That's all for me. Lunch will have been prepared in the mess hall. I advise you all to eat up. Your field trip isn't something to be taken on an empty stomach. Well, yeah, but that's kind of the idea of having a new modern remake, isn't it? To try and get those kinds of people to be interested. So this is the food. Salty corned beef, and I think I'm getting a hint of peas in the soup. You could use this bread as a lethal projectile. I don't think it would hurt to use a few more herbs or flavors in general. I mean, it's military rations, my dudes. It's pretty much what you gotta deal with. I mean, I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I get what you mean. There's definitely a large portion of the generation that only plays games on their phones. You are correct. I don't think it would kill them to serve something a little more appetizing. It's the exact same thing they served when I came here with my class last year. Oh, so they came here last year as well. Okay, that's why Crow was here. It's probably the same batch by the look of it. Really brings back memories. I'm pretty surprised the first time my dad brought me here to eat. Brings back memories for me, too. At least there's some cheese and an apple. Food served by the army makes use of common ingredients that are easy to preserve and store. The ingredients used to make all the food on the trays can be easily stockpiled in large quantities. Yeah, you want food you can stock a lot of that doesn't go bad. Even if a war were to break out, a meal like this could still be served without any trouble. Yeah, I mean, that should be pretty self-evident. That's how you plan for rationing. One can think of this food as a philosophical statement from the continent's strongest army. In a sense, this suggests that soldiers should live and work each day as though a war effort depends on them. I mean, I think that's a bit much, but I can understand why an imperial nation would feel that way. As for your comments on Pokemon, I don't know. I feel like the new Pokemons are probably doing just fine as far as getting young people to play them, but you're correct, definitely, that there is... It's a shame that it's not doing more. It's a bit too much mind over matter idealism for my taste, but it's worth being aware of. And to throw a different perspective in the mix here, the food its provincial army serves is actually pretty good. Good enough that you can't help but wonder how they'll cope in an actual war were to break out. It's not like serving good food means you have a crappy army. I hear our neighbor Liberl serves us some pretty tasty food for their army. Liberl's army is fairly elite, probably because the threat of being neighbors to the Empire keeps them tense. I feel a little conflicted hearing you say that. Yeah, I guess. Because Cassius, yeah, exactly. The variety of spice. If you eat nothing but dull, bland food all the time, well, you know, you are what you eat. Come on, Sarah. Why you gotta keep giving Neidhart a hard time like that? Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be a military exercise at the Proving Ground at 2 in the afternoon today. It's 12:30 now, so you have about an hour to do whatever you like. Understood. You're welcome to roam around as long as you don't poke your nose into restricted areas. Go ahead and explore. There's plenty worth seeing, like the command center. Fair enough. I'll believe it. For now, though, that's going to have to be it for me. Get the save in here, and I am out of time. So, with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and until next time, I hope you have a damn good day.